What is up, everybody? It's the Inhuman one here with part 2 of the level 1 playthrough for Elden Ring. Essentially, what we're going to be doing today is trying to find the best strategy and route for myself. So, what does the Inhuman one have to do to be able to pull off a level 1 victory? So I'm thinking, I've kind of gone through a few things, and as I'm progressing through my other files, I realize, there's going to be a point in the game where getting hit just one time is going to be sufficient to kill me. So I started thinking about the charms that I should download. Oh, not just charms I should download, sorry. The charms that I should equip and the ones that I should search out for. And the first ones that came to mind were the Radagon's Scar Seal or the Sore Seal. The Scar Seal is pretty easy to obtain, so if you guys wanted to get it for yourself, you'd want to go down to the Weeping Peninsula area, which is down over here, and you'd fight with the Ancient Warrior of Zamor. But I think it'd be much more beneficial for us to head east to Caelid to see what we can pick up there. So that's actually where we're going to be journeying today. I'm going to go ahead and pick up some map fragments along the way. I do believe that in the sense, or for the sake of time, if you're trying to do something of a speed run, you'd want to go straight to get the Radagon's Sore Seal, which is the legendary talisman that increases your levels +5. Now you do get some additional damage that you take. And that's going to be something that, of course, I think is a good trade-off. Because at this point in time, if you're going to get hit once and die anyways, I'd rather have much more stats and attributes that are increasing my damage and allowing me to use different weapons as well. So first things first, let's go ahead and make our way over to that area. We already have Torrent, so we're going to mark our waypoint here, head over to that area where the map has been kind of like cut off, and then we're going to make our way east into the eastern Limgrave area, and then circle back over to Caelid. In Caelid, there's a special fort that we're going to be visiting, and from there I'll be sure to grab the Radagon's Sore Seal so we can increase our attributes, or certain attributes, by +5. Another thing I'd like to do, actually, which I just thought of, is at least consider killing Alexander. So we're going to go ahead and tag this side of Grace really quickly. What is up? Thank you so much, Lena. Thank you so much. Let's do this indeed. I love seeing you. Happy streaming. It's nice to be on the screen as well. I like to be able to be on screen so you guys can see me and stuff, and it's not like some enigmatic voice or something. And I'm just a dude. I'm back. The only reason I'm doing it, though, on the first playthrough is so that I can use the footage for lore videos, so you guys will see those as well. Alright, so first things first. I do believe that it's important to have this charm. I don't know if it's going to be important for this particular build, but I have something of a strategy that I'd like to try. And the very first thing we're going to go ahead and do then is, since we're right here, we're going to go ahead and talk with Alexander. So Alexander is actually very close to Saint's Bridge. This is in the, I'd say the northeast side of Limgrave, right above this little lake in here. So what you're going to do is, once you go across the main path past Stormveil Shack, just follow the main path, and there'll be a bridge where a Mad Pumpkinhead Warrior is. We'll come up on that cliff instead, and you'll hear Alexander calling out for help. So we do need to speak with him first and say, yeah, sure, we'll help you. So we're going to say help him out. Now the hard part's going to be actually being able to beat him. He's probably going to be pretty strong for us, but we should be fine. So let's go ahead and get him out first and foremost. Pop him out. We'll get that Triumphant Delight gesture, because why not? And then we're going to go ahead and spam some sorceries here. So we're going to spam, 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 spam. Hopefully deal a lot of damage here. Going to flask up again. Alexander's not happy about that. He's got a nice delay there, so not going to be the funnest enemy to dodge. But he seemed to just spin around there, so we're going to keep spamming our Catch Flame and finish him off. Now, it's sad that we killed an NPC, but for a level 1 run, it might be necessary. And what this Warrior Jar Shard does is it actually enhances your weapon skills. So I'm going to go to my, I always want to call them Chalismans. Charms and Talismans combined. I just made that word up. You're welcome. So here we have the Shard of a Shattered Warrior Jar. The Shard of a Shattered Warrior Jar. Boost the attack power of skills. Scraps of stewed flesh cling to the shard, and tatters of ornaments can be seen mingled within the slime. Relics of ancient royal warriors, perhaps. So with this, we will actually equip it so that we can have increased damage or increased effectiveness of those shards. We're also going to go ahead and grab another shard while we're here. I'll show you a nice little, an easy cave to get to, where you can get some pretty cool weapons and, of course, a very unique charm. So we'll go ahead and continue with that step. And then I do believe, since we're also in this northeastern area of Limgrave, the Death Touched Catacombs should be nearby. But let me confirm that really quickly. Again, this is my casual attempt at going through and creating a strategy to beat Elden Ring at level 1. This is by no means the tried and true method. I would say that, to be honest, there's no such thing. Not in this game. You can do it however you want. That's the beauty of FromSoft games. I kind of try and stay away from saying Souls games, because they're not always Souls games, right? But any kind of FromSoft games. Alright, Souls games is just the more commonly used term that people understand. But anywho, I want to say it might actually be up here. Let me check one other thing, because I have a feeling that it actually is up here. The Death Touch Catacombs are actually really easy to get to once you remember where they're at. And I want to say they're on this ledge here. They may not be, but it should be. Yeah, here they are. Lovely. So right across from Alexander, which would be right here on the map, I'll put this here for you. There's the Death Touch Catacombs, okay? So this is going to be really important. I'm going to add this to my strategy as well. We're going to need to probably add some more space. I have a notepad out here, so Warrior Jar Shard. That's going to be one of the talismans. And then we want to also go to the Death Touched Catacombs. Okay, perfect. So I've taken some notes on that. Now, inside of the Death Touched Catacombs, there's really only one thing that's worth getting, at least for our purposes. And what we're going to want is the Uchigatana. The Uchigatana is an amazing katana that you can use that has really good range in Elden Ring. Surprisingly, in Dark Souls 3 and some of the other games, it has one of the shortest ranges of any katana for that matter. But anyway, so this is where the main boss would be. We're not really going to even concern ourselves with the boss. It's not truly important. What is important, though, is that we can get through this area and hopefully not die. It shouldn't be too bad, but these skeletons should try and resurrect, so once they are broken down and disassembled, if you just hit them while they're glowing blue, they will not be able to resurrect. Very nice. We'll go ahead and take him out as he's down here. Now, I don't remember the exact path to the Uchigatana, but I do know that it is an item you can get here. Here it is. I always miss that pathway for some reason. At least I sure thought it was here. Here it is. Okay, very good. Uchigatana right here. That's how you get the Uchigatana. A very quick route into the catacombs. We don't even need to finish the catacombs. It's just simply not necessary. This is not a 100% completion at level 1. Although after I beat the game at level 1, what I am going to do on this particular file is I'm going to go and do challenge runs on all the other bosses. Possibly even no-hit completions, just so I can show you guys how to do it. This is going to be a level 1 run that once I develop the strategy, everyone's going to be able to do it as well. This is that's my goal anyways. Alright, so now if you look at the weapon that we just got, the Uchigatana, we shouldn't be able to wield it because right now, if you look to the far right, everything is pretty much at level 1 or level 10. Sorry, we're at level 1, but all of our attributes are 10. The only reason why you see Vigor at 11 is because we have the Crimson Hood on. So if you go here, you're going to see that it has 11 strength requirement and 15 dexterity. Well, we clearly don't have those stats, right? Well, not yet. We will have those stats as soon as we get Radigan's Sword Seal. So now, from here, there's going to be one other thing we're going to try to do. So this is great. This is excellent for routing purposes as well. It gives me an excellent kind of idea of what to do whenever I'm doing this. I won't ever do it in a speed run, but as a challenge run, I can go and pretty much use the same exact path here to cut through this entire area. So anyways, we're going to jump off this bridge here. It's going to look crazy, but trust me, I know what I'm doing. Okay. Now we can drop down and not get killed by this land octopus. That'd be nice. We'll grab the Trina's Lily because I'm just a weirdo. I have to grab everything. Why not? After you pass this tree, if you just look to your left, you should see a dark part in the cave, and that is the actual entrance. This is the, I think it's called the High Road Cave. Yeah, High Road Cave. And this is important because in the High Road Cave, we're going to get a really neat charm that I just feel makes sense to use on a level 1 run. Now, I am going to also say this. By no means do you have to be, kind of naked on a level 1 run. You can have armor and plenty of equipment, because if you look to the right, our equipment load is actually only 11.1 pounds of the possible 48.2 pounds. So anything under 30% will give you a light load, which I don't feel any difference in the roll. And I don't know if there's any difference in the iframes, but I can only imagine that light is somehow somewhat superior to a medium roll. I'm sure there's not no difference. I'm sure there are certain differences in the roll or the iframes that I just can't notice visually. And without testing the numbers, there's no way to find out. So we have a light load right now. And the reason why I believe that's important is because we're actually going to get another chalisman, as I call them, a talisman from this cave here. And inside of this cave, when we get that blue dancer charm, what's going to happen is every time you have a light load, you can increase the damage that you deal. So that's another way to go ahead and stack up some damage that we wouldn't normally have on a level 1 run. So again, I'm just trying to find methods to increase our damage output. I just died. I did not just die. Haha. I took a lot of damage on that fall. A lot less than I would have thought though, but whew, I survived it, so that's good. Now I don't know where the heck I'm at. I guess I just need to drop down here if I recall correctly. But because we're just trying to go to the main boss area, which should be down here. If I'm not mistaken, there is a nice little pathway you can continue dropping down, and then there's going to be a handful of other items you can get, but they are going to require some dexterity and stuff that I just won't really have. And for the sake of the damage that they, based on how much they're outputting, for our build, it's not going to make a lot of sense. So we got some wolves down there. I have no clue where I'm going. I have no torch either. So used to having my torches and stuff. Alright, here goes. Can't see donk right now, so I am definitely going blind here. Gonna have our shield out. I can't see anything. I don't advise doing it without a light source, so definitely, get you a light. I'm going off the sparks that deflecting these strikes is giving me. Now there will be a nice little ambush over here, so as you cross this area, there's going to be a creature that usually jumps out. There you go. This little guy. Normally will get you, but he doesn't have to if you're smart enough. So there you go. Now we can continue just dropping down. There's a wolf behind me. Looks like we're good to go there. Go ahead and make this sprint jump across the way. Oh my gosh. The bat grabbed us as we were mid-jump animation. Too funny. Okay, so we're going to go back to the Stake of America, which is actually right at the top of that set of waterfalls we were jumping down, so nothing crazy there. So we didn't lose any progress, really, but it's just annoying that, of course, the bat would do that. Of course he would. Now, if you go here in this waterfall, there's actually another enemy, so we can go ahead and take it out as well. Might as well. There you go. That way they don't chase us down the cave like last time and attack us while we're trying to jump away. And now we can drop down this waterfall safely. We'll go ahead and retrieve our lost runes. We're going to have to make a running jump here, so I'm going to adjust the camera. There you go. We made the running jump. Now, to be honest, you can grab this, but you don't have to. I missed that jump for some reason. That's the Shamshir. It's a dexterity-based weapon. Not one that I would use for this run. But definitely a weapon you can upgrade. Now, unfortunately, we're dying to gravity more than anything. But as I've said before, this is just me casually trying to figure out a path. I'm not trying to speed run it or anything. We're just developing a path, trying to figure out what's going to work best for us. So let's see, we're going to drop down again. There you go, grab the runes if we can. I mean, it's not too important. Come over here, we're going to jump across again. Not die. Go up this area right over here. And then there's a land octopus right over there. I think there's a path over here if I can just find it. Maybe not. Dodge through here. I could be mistaken. There is another way out though, and that's what I'm looking for. So I believe it's right there. So the land octopus is being very aggressive. Let's see here. We're gonna make our way out. So this will be on the top of the area that we were just at, where the bats were. You don't have to grab the Feral Carling Finger Remedy, it's really unnecessary to be honest, but we'll drop down behind this waterfall, and then this is where we're going to approach the actual boss itself, which is a golem. I'm going to be very disappointed if I die to this golem here, but I'm going to do everything I can to not. And again, if you wanted, you could grab those silver fireflies. I'm not certain what they're actually used for, so I'm not going to worry about them too much. Okay, so let's go in here, and we're going to do some damage to this bro here. I got a critical on him. So again, with the Warrior Jar Shard, we're going to be dealing a lot more damage than we normally would on those weapon skills. So we're going to use them as much as possible. Alright, it's doing tons of damage. Dodge away. There you go. Continue hitting him. He's down again. So I'm telling you guys, the Warrior Jar Shard is fantastic. Unfortunately, you do have to kill Iron Fist Alexander, but you know, it's fine. It's a worthy sacrifice in the end. There you go. So that enemy has been defeated, and now we get the Blue Dancer Charm. The Blue Dancer Charm, once you read it, will actually show you that it gives us increased attack power with lower equipment load. So the light load is pretty much as low as it's going to go. As I said earlier, it is not necessary to go... It is not necessary to have a completely naked player where you have no equipment whatsoever, because you have 48 pounds to play with. So you can go up to a medium load relatively easily with, you know, armor that would be pretty decent. So again, we're going to use the Blue Dancer Charm. We still have our light load here, so now we have increased attack power with the lower equipment load, and we also have the Warrior Jar Shard, which is already going to boost the attack power of our skills. So already looking like a very beastly build here. So now that we've done that, those are the three major things I want to go ahead and do. We got the Warrior Jar Shard, we got the Uchigatana from the Death Touched Catacombs, Uchigatana, and now we have from the High Road Cave, the Blue Dancer Charm. And the way to unlock 2 talisman pouches is if you defeat Margit the Fell Omen. So the order would probably be, you know, you probably want to run up and grab the Uchigatana and the Sword Seal. And once you grab those 2 items, you probably want to come back and speak with Roderica and go to Margit the Fell Omen, defeat him. And then once you do that, it probably makes sense to get the rest of these charms. Let's just see how much additional damage we're doing here. 275, and that's not bad at all for one hit. I mean, that's pretty strong. 275 is a ton of damage, and of course it does end up staggering enemies as well. So let's go ahead and move past. Again, our goal is to head to Eastern Limgrave, and as we're here, we're gonna work our way around these paths. I thought I just saw the map steal, but it's almost like it disappeared on me. I think it's right there, actually. Either way, we'll continue eastward. I think we'll see D for the first time. I've never actually seen him here before. That's really awesome. We'll go ahead and communicate with him because I've never seen this. I've only seen the body.
Mistake is the death has left its mark once again.
I'm getting shot at, seriously.
I'm known as D. I hunt down those who live in death and weed their death root. Heed my warning. mage here has been touched by
Those
death.
skeletons are coming. Speed it up.
To a mariner. If
I wonder
you
what happens if it
follow
hits me.
your way, then go no further.
Alright, jerk. You took advantage of me while I was talking to D. Not cool. 218. I'm dead. That's okay though. We're gonna be right at the point where the Mad Pumpkin is, so that's fine. Not bad at all. And all we're trying to do really is get over to Caelid, so shouldn't be so bad. Caelid is actually terrible as an area, but it should be fine because we're not going to be stopping around fighting everybody, that's for sure. 4 strikes, are you serious? This guy just continues to slam his head down. I can't believe he's not brain dead at this point. 347 damage, 218, and that staggered him. So 2 charged attacks, or 2 weapon skills is all it takes, and these guys start getting hurt real bad. We got a Sanctuary Stone there, not that we'll need it, but still pretty cool nonetheless. Alright, so I don't know if D will be there or not, and I don't know if he'd even give us anything that we could use. So he's still there. Let's get our runes back, and then we can go ahead and destroy these enemies. This one first. There you go. Back away from this one. That's a little too slow of an attack. Unfortunate. There you go. 178, and we got some great knockback from that as well. Lovely. Gotta watch this spear wielder here. These guys deal lots of damage. There you go. We'll go ahead and just use our combustion here. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna die again because I'm gonna get shot. No, I'm not. Whew, that was scary. Seriously? Not good. Not good at all. Dodge to the side here. Use catch flame if I can. Thank you, sir. We'll go ahead and take out this annoying crossbow wielder here. Flask up, and then now we can comfortably talk with D, I believe. Forgot to kill his remains. That's unfortunate. We'll get a critical attack here and finish him off, and then we'll destroy his remains. Again, I guess it's not too important to have runes on my person, but it's definitely important to have runes as items so I can purchase items, so especially in merchant shops. But anyways, let's talk to this guy again.
Here has been touched by turn back.
Turn back while you still can. Okay. The Tibia Mariner will be over here. I'm not too concerned about fighting him, but definitely not a big concern of mine. I'm probably just going to run past, to be honest. I'm trying to find my way into the eastern area. I'm just going to keep going straight past. I think after this point, after the Tibia Mariner, which we normally would fight, we're not going to fight him in this run. It doesn't make a lot of sense to. There you go. We're going to call our trusty steed, and the Tibia Mariner boss fight will pop off right here. It's going to activate for sure. But we're not concerned about him. We're going to run past. Doesn't seem like we have to fight bosses anyways. There's a stamina charm over by those turtles. We won't be needing that either. Now what I'm looking for is a church for my reference point, and the church is called the Third Church of America. Now I don't know if this is, it's actually going to be down this hill, so I could grab that, but let's grab another site of grace on the way up. So yeah, we'll have to come back down so we can grab the Third Church of America, and there'll be the Wondrous Flask. The Wondrous Flask is going to be important to us because it'll be our third flask that's going to enhance all of our attributes. It's going to enhance our strength and dexterity, intelligence, whatever we need to boost it so we can wield any weapons we want. So let's go ahead and jump over this smoldering wall here, and we're going to tag this this site of grace. Now along the way I'll be picking up certain items just to get an idea of what's around here. I know runes are going to be incredibly important, so we're going to want to focus on those. So let's see. Nascent butterfly, probably not so important. There's some preserving boluses in this shack. I know for a fact we can get 5. We have a friend in here. Yeah, we're doing like no damage to these bros. But they don't like fire. Anything with Scarlet Rot will take additional damage with fire. So just keep that in mind if they're ever giving you trouble. Alright, so we're not going to have to go here then. We're just going to continue eastward. There'll probably be a map fragment that we can get anyway. So let's continue on. Continue on our path here. And yes, we did pass the Smoldering Church. But that's mostly because we don't need to really be there. There's the Invader and what have you. But we're going to tag some other churches along the way anyways. That will give us the opportunity to level up and get sacred tiers and things like that. So again, because our life bar is going to be pretty limited, we're not going to need that many sacred tiers. Probably 2 to 3 max would make sense. And then any golden seeds that we get, which there's a few ways to get a few free ones, out in the wild, of course, and then you can also get golden seeds from certain quest lines as well. We'll have a few flasks. I mean, most of the flasks that we get are probably going to be allocated to FP. And as a matter of fact, I should probably do that now. We're going to put a lot of the flasks towards FP because I almost leveled up, guys. Ooh, that would have been bad. 3 and 3. We're going to keep it nice and even for now. We will be probably changing that. And as we get more and more of these golden seeds, we can allocate even more flasks. So let's see. Flasks. Add charge. I don't have the golden seeds yet. No worries. No worries. Remember, you gotta remind me, I cannot level up. It's something that I will easily do just because I'm so used to doing that. Okay, we're going to go this way. So I'm going to keep heading east. But there's a part where there's going to be these little beast dogs here. We're going to try to go northeast, and we'll get up into the Dragon Barrel area. From the Dragon Barrel area, there should be another side of Grace that we can tag. And this area is going to be really tough. Alright. Funny thing is, there is a merchant up here that sells a beast repellent torch. I could definitely grab that. I don't see why not. So let's go ahead and grab this side of Grace. This is going to be the Dragon Barrel side of Grace, I believe. And then if we continue going to the east, or actually west of this, we'll see a merchant. And this merchant sells the beast repellent torch. It does require a little bit more strength than what we have. But all we need is a source of light. A lantern would probably be better because we can free up a hand, but the closest lantern that I know to purchase is in the Weeping Peninsula. There's probably one in Liurnia of the Lakes as well, so I could always try that too. But this is the merchant here that sells the beast repellent torch. We'll go ahead and tag this side of Grace as well. I don't know if he has a lantern, but it'd be nice to see.
How can I help?
It would be nice to check. No, he does not. He does not. I'm going to use the crackpot just in case to see how much damage they do, and then I can buy the torch. I don't see why not.
Journey.
It's supposed to be like a pound, so it's not the lightest torch. Let's see here. Ooh, we're medium load now. How funny is that? We don't want that equipped then. We don't want that at all. No worries. We'll get a lantern, which weighs virtually nothing. I don't even think it has a weight to it because it's a key item. So we're going to keep running past then in this case. And you see that fort all the way at the top, just due east? That is where we're trying to go. Now we have to pass like a whole field of dragons, and I think we can do that. As long as we move quickly, by the time they aggro and do their little introductory roars or what have you, we'll be able to pass them up. This right here is the Divine Tower of Caelid over to our left. I feel like a tour guide. And this, straight ahead, is actually going to be the map steel, which will provide us the map fragment for this area. I think it's great for us to go ahead and grab that. Now I can actually probably mark it on the map. So let's see. The fort should be right here. So what we're going to do is we're going to actually go behind and we're going to grab these. I do believe these are runes, or they might even be dragon wound grease. Gravel stone, okay. Golden rune 5. That's going to be important to grab because, again, I'm probably going to be dying quite a bit. So the more runes I can have on my person and activate them, the better off we'll be. Let's see. This is not the right path. We need to go past big old dragon Grail then. Oh, lovely. Don't kill me, bro. Don't tase me. Don't do it. That's the dragon we're going to pass. Oh gosh, that's a big one, isn't it? We're going to pass these little babies over here. The dragon's got a pretty neat mechanic. If you kill all 5 of the red-eyed dragons, you will defeat it. Or you can defeat those dragons that are around it and then just slay the dragon from behind. Or you can slay it from while it's kind of just sitting there in preparation for, you know, its babies to eat you alive. But as long as you kill the dragon, either 5 of the red-eyed dragons or 1 of the normal dragons, one of the big, the actual dragon itself, which is the named dragon, Grail, you'll be able to get, like, I don't know, 70, 80,000 runes. It's an insane amount. Okay, so I'm on the wrong side. Dang it. It'd be nice to have a clear path, too. There should be a bridge I should be crossing at some point. Let me go back and use this geyser instead. Maybe that wasn't the best idea. If we go down and around, there's going to be 2 bridges, and one bridge is going to actually have another dragon, another named dragon that we have to fight, but we'll be able to run past it with torrent, so we should be good. Looks like the dragon, I guess it roared and I gave him some debuffs or something. So not all of my skills are as awesome as they usually should be. Man, I can't see anything. I can't see my map, so I don't know where I'm going necessarily. And I'm still not too familiar with this area, but we're going to go down this way instead. We'll come up around here. I think we're coming up on one of the bridges, which is great. Passing some of the tree guardians over here. Gonna dodge them. We've got a bunch more mobility than these guys. There's the minor Erd tree. Probably a site of grace down behind us. There's a Erd tree avatar as well. We'll pass that kid too. A putrid avatar would not be fun to fight in this state, especially with the Scarlet Rot ability. Okay. Putrid avatar. I'm still considered in this boss fight somehow. And there's another dragon. That one's dead though. Now this one's not. So I'm definitely going the wrong way though. That's, oh my gosh, I am going the wrong way because I was going towards the beast clergyman, Godrick. That's where I need to go, right there. Okay. So how does one get there? So it should be right above the Erd tree avatar, I guess. So I'm looking for a geyser then. Maybe there's a geyser behind it. And I'm sure the Erd tree avatar is going to aggro again and try and hurt us. That's fine. We're picking up some Erd leaf flowers along the way. Why not? Oh yes, there's a geyser down here. Perfect. Go up here. How was I missing this? So right behind the big dragon is the fort that we're looking for. I don't know how I missed that. I guess I couldn't, since I couldn't see my map, I just ended up saying, I think it's over here. And I remember crossing a bridge. That was because I was trying to get over to our little friend, Godrick. Okay, so now we can rest at this site of grace. This area is going to be pretty tough, I can tell you ahead of time, because there's going to be a lot of high-level bats here and also some very strong rats. So there's bats and rats and cats and everything else that's angry. So let's go ahead and try to find the best path in. For the sake of this area and the poor lighting, I was considering using a torch, but I will not. Oh, lovely. Yeah, if we take damage here, we will die. They hit so hard. Okay. Yikes, that was scary. So once we get up top, there will be some like phantasmal soldiers here we'll have to face off with. We will not be fighting. This is probably half of the medallion. I don't know which one. I think this is the Dectus medallion right. Okay, perfect. I'm going to drop down here. And then I think there should be a pathway. One of the, oh gosh. Oh gosh. Alright. That's not the one. Oh gosh. Got killed by the rat. Very nice. I'm gonna have to navigate this area and figure out exactly where to go, because that wasn't the one. There should be a pathway that leads around. We have to jump across, and when you jump across, you can get to this area that's down below on the first floor. That's gonna have Radigan's Soar Seal, and that'll give us the +5 attributes all across the board. Not every single one of our attributes, but I think 4. So it's actually really good. And that's the item we're trying to get to right behind there. Right behind that wall there. Very nice. This is why I wish we could jump and climb up the ladder. We have to just hope that we don't get tagged from the back. And there's poison mist flying everywhere. We're about to get poisoned. Getting poisoned at this level might be a problem just because our health is so low, but it's fine. Alright, where the heck is the area that I want to drop down into? Is it here? No, definitely not. There. Oh gosh. Is it here? It must be here then, I guess. Oh, the rats are so strong, and I got hit one shot. It is this area. Then I jump across. Okay, perfect. So I have to dodge that first rat. And everything can one-shot me here, so this is kind of back to what I was saying. It doesn't matter. At some point in the game, when you go to certain areas, you will get one shot. So, fair enough. We're going to sprint through, try not to aggro the bats. Hope they don't spray too much poison mist at us. I'm going to climb up this ladder here. We're poisoned, that's okay. Even if we die, as long as we grab the talisman or the charm, that's all that matters, so I'm not too worried about that. Okay, so here we go. We're going to drop down here. We're going to watch our health, because that's going to be a problem. That may be a problem. Alright, where the heck do we go? Okay. Very nice. Come across this way. Don't kill me, bro! Okay, we're gonna go down here. Come across to the left, and we got the Soar Seal. Very nice. I don't care if we die now. Now that we have the Soar Seal, we've got most of our strategy down, so I think we're going to be in great shape. The only other thing that I would like to get, now that we have at least a piece of the map of Caelid, is the St. Trina's sword, because I think I can probably wield that too. Let's see, look at my abs. Okay. So guess what we're going to do? We're now going to equip, we got to make a decision here. Which one do we equip? Raises attack power with light load, or the increased attack power of skills. Once we get 3 charms, we can wear all of these, but for now we're going to use this. So I want you to see the difference. So from going to this blue charm here, I have 11 in vigor because I have the crimson hood on, and then everything else is just 10. I'm still level 1 though. If I come up and use the Radigan Soar Seal, vigor jumps up to 16. Endurance, strength, and dexterity also increase +5. So the vigor is 11 + 5 to 16, and then everything else is at base level 10. So now I have even more skills than before. Not only that, but my equipment loadout has increased even further. So it came up from 48 to 56. So 8 additional points that I can wear in an equipment loadout. So that means that you can wear a lot of stuff, guys. So don't be concerned about wearing things in a level 1 playthrough. You have plenty of opportunities and things to mix up there. So now that we're all good to go, now we can actually fast travel out of here. We're going to go back to the, let's see. The Rot View balcony seems pretty good. If we drop down, there should be a way for us to get to the ruins. And inside the ruins, I'm looking for St. Trina's sword. But now, since we don't need a Lord Sword straight sword anymore, we can actually have a proper weapon, and we can wield the Uchigatana. The Uchigatana is going to be amazing, and we're going to be wielding the mess out of this. So just you wait and see how powerful this bad boy is. So let's go ahead and rest here so it triggers. But this is going to be an incredibly powerful weapon. I use it on one of my other files, and I absolutely love it. Okay, so I'm over here scouting out this area looking for a chest. I don't know if it's down here, but I believe it's actually right in that area. I don't know if I have a stone sword key just yet. Let's check our inventory. Ooh. I do not. So it'd be something to consider to grab this item here. I do believe this is going to be where the Saint Trina sword is, if I'm not mistaken. Radically defined, drops 200 bits, man. Oops, drop these. Could you pick them up? Oh, no, 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 you can keep them. Thank you so much, Red. I appreciate you, man. Always a jokester. Always supporting, though. So much support, dude. I appreciate you, my brother. We're doing this level 1 here and just trying to route out, get the path going, route out the strategy, the equipment loadouts, all that. I just want to say thank you so much. Thank you so much for dropping those bits, man. It is always a pleasure to have you on stream. You don't ever have to feel like you have to do that, but you know better. You already know. We've talked about this so many times. You're just so freaking awesome, man. I appreciate you, Rad. How did the giveaway go? So just so you know, every day, like around pretty much from 2-ish to 3-ish, I have to go pick up my kids. So what happens is I am in a line of cars, many cars, and they all of course are using Wi-Fi and stuff, so there's like no service there, no internet, no nothing. So like for an hour and some odd minutes, I'm like stuck back in time. Like there's literally no way for me to use anything, any internet or anything like that. It's even hard to make phone calls. It's so annoying. Look how hard these teardrop scarabs are. Alright, we're just gonna leave. That's fine. Anyway, so what I was trying to do is actually see if there's like a stone sword key around here that I could pick up, but Rad says, playing some Elden Ring with my bro BK right now. We're doing some co-op. Yeah, I do it because I want to support the channel. Of course, bro. Thank you so much. It means everything to me. It really does. It really does. Alright, so there's really no need for us to be here. I was just hoping that I could grab a key. A stone sword key, but I'm gonna have to find an area where you can just grab one really easily. They're pretty much everywhere whenever you're not looking for them, but I'll find one eventually. So anyways, at level 1, the key is just to have as much damage output as possible while not increasing your level, of course, and also making yourself viable. So the only other things we're gonna probably search for as well in this run, if I can get out of this area, I guess we'll just call Torrent, is we're gonna pick up some of the items needed to craft a wondrous physic and get that 3rd flask. I just passed a caravan that actually holds the ultra greatsword, so if you guys want to go berserk, you can do that. Rad says, but not only the channel, the streamer more importantly. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, bro. I appreciate you, man. Always too kind, I tell you. Got me smiling. Rad just dropped another 300 bits, man. This guy's insane. Somebody stop this kid. Somebody get this kid under control here. That's 500 bits, man. Whew, you're a madman. You're a madman, I say. Thank you so much, dude. I appreciate it. I'm gonna try and showcase how strong this weapon is. I don't know if I'll even be able to defeat this lady here because she's actually pretty powerful. The reason why Torrent was forced to go away is because we're gonna be invaded here. I'm going to see, hopefully these guys, maybe they have a stone sword key or something. I'd love to be able to find a guaranteed one. Nomadic Warriors Cookbook. We're going to tag this side of Grace, and then we're probably going to get stabbed in the face. Yep. Got some iframes, though, so that's good. Thank you for those 300 bits, man. You're amazing. There you go. Look at that damage. I am level 1. And I know she's about to kill me, but still. I pity the fool. 2 hits. Oh, the dog's gonna kill me. That's what's gonna happen. I'm dead. She's a good fighter. She's not bad at all. We can defeat her, though, without the dog scaring me to death. That's for sure. Chain the man. Make him stop. Rad Dad, the mad lad bad. Rad says, bro, you don't even gotta thank me. I should be thanking you for providing that quality content you do for everyone. Thanks so much, bro. I appreciate you. I am trying to... This is essentially like the everyman's guide to the level 1 run in Elden Ring, and we're just piecing it together right now. This is what I do casually off stream. I would actually just play and figure out a path that would work, But I figured why not do that on stream to show you guys my thought processes and kind of my strategy so that you guys can also do this at one point if you choose to be such a masochist. You can also beat Elden Ring at level 1. So I'm just devising the strategy that I would use and trying to make it as user-friendly to everybody possible. So Anastasia will come back. I would like to kill her just kind of cuz. That will just be fun, kind of a nice warm-up so we can get used to that level 1 softness. Because we are pretty squishy at level 1. So we're going to go ahead and just charge up right here, all samurai-like. Spam this attack here because it's incredibly powerful. 3 hits, and look at that, how much damage we've done already. We're going to flask up right here. That was very close. I didn't get to flask up, that's okay. Gonna back away, beta strike here. There you go, we're gonna flask up now. Let her do her crazy stuff there. You are a beast, Anastasia, I tell you. That's 4 hits. And she's dead in 5 hits, guys. And we're level 1. And we got a Scorpion Charm. So I just want to show you how powerful we are right now and the reason why. So we are level 1, but we have Radigan's Sword Seal. So if you see the actual equipment loadout here, the only thing I have is the Radigan Sword Seal, which we just got from Fort Faroth and Caelid. This increases our attributes plus 5 across the board. So if you look to the right, we have 16 Vigor, which I know isn't plus, it didn't seem like plus 5 on a Wretch, but if we have the Crimson Hood, that gives us 11 Vigor. So I equipped the Crimson Hood for 11 Vigor, so plus 5 from 11 gives us 16. And then we have Endurance, Strength, and Dexterity all bumped up to 15 as well because of the Radigan Sword Seal. Now we do get increased damage taken, but at this level we're going to die in 1 hit for most enemies anyway, so not too concerned about that. We also got the Warrior Jar Shard, which is critical, especially if we're using the Uchigatana and its weapon skills, because it deals, it boosts the attack power of any skills you use. So as you can see, we're dealing 360 damage on Anastasia for 1 hit. And this is a level 1 character, guys. So that, my friends, is kind of my build that we're going to be using. The only other thing I can think of is we're going to grab the Intelligence Knot, the Strength Knot, the Faith Knot, and the Dexterity Knot. We don't really need the Faith Knot, but I'm going to grab all of those knots anyways and show you where to get the 3rd flask, which is at the 3rd Church of Merrick, I believe, over in Eastern Limgrave. We're going to grab that, and that way we can craft some really cool concoctions with the Wondrous Physic that will boost our intelligence, faith, dexterity, or strength by plus 10. So that means we can pretty much wield any weapon we want, at least for a period of time, because it boosts your skills for 3 minutes, plus 10. So that's definitely what we're going to do. Now, I wanted to kind of circle back and say the Warrior Jar Shard can be obtained by killing Iron Fist Alexander. And I showed you guys his location as well. So this is my build, guys, for the most part. I will be getting the Wondrous Flask of Physic here before long. And also I am going to suggest using the Spirit Jellyfish Ashes that we can get from Roderica, because poison is incredibly effective. Rad says, I'm going to lurk while I play Elden Ring, I'm not going to lie, but I'm going to be here in spirit and with my love. Keep up the good work. I hope you have an amazing stream. You too, my brother. Thanks for the lurk. I appreciate you. As always. As always, man. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and see if we can grab the Wondrous Flask of Physic from Saints Bridge. Let's see, that's probably not going to be it. Summon Water Village outskirts would probably be the closest one. So Summon Water Village is actually still on Eastern Limgrave, but it's on the border of Limgrave and Caelid. So my goal is to drop down around here somewhere, or here, so 2 or 1. That way we can grab the church, which I think after we pass the Tibia Mariner, there should be a way down, because I remember always seeing a troll. Now, I typically approach this area from a way different angle, so that's why if you ever see me getting confused, that is the reason why. That was a very risky jump, but yeah, that's how we do it. I don't care. I don't care. We need to get down there. Okay, perfect. I found it. We are going to grab these runes. You know, a lot of things, the funny thing is what I do in my playthrough is I jump on each coffin and I jump around the whole time. If you just get on Torrent's back, you can grab all of these runes very quickly. You don't have to jump around and do parkour on these coffins, because they just happen to be right above waist level, so you can't interact with the items or grab them. But on Torrent, you can grab everything. So just a quick little tip there for you guys. So we're going to come drop down here as well. Looks like we can safely drop down here without dying. There you go. That was terrifying. Now we're going to drop down here. and die. Just kidding. That was really scary. And now we're going to go to the Third Church of America. So now we have a nice little strategy, guys. I mean, I like this route as well. I don't think it's too important to get the Wondrous Flask of Physic too early. But from the Third Church of America, we're going to grab the Wondrous Flask of Physic and the Crimson Crystal Tier. We'll go ahead and mark this on our, or mark this Lost Grace. That way we can always refer back to it if we need to. And I'm going to go ahead and kill this to show you guys how powerful we are again. We're going to showcase how powerful this build is, even though we're level 1. Alright, so here we go. We're going to do Charged R2. Well, it's a weapon skill actually, but you know what I'm saying. See, 2 hits and he's going to get stunned. Now we're going to go for a critical. Then we're going to do a handful more of these strikes. Got knocked back a bit, it's okay. Love stomping, gotta love that stomp. Dodge. Dodge. And one more. There you go. We lost our FP there. Dodge away. Ooh, I dodged into it on accident because I was locked on. That's unfortunate. Oh, we almost had him. 1 hit. But a very strong build nonetheless. Okay. Easy, Keppa says GG's. How you doing, Keppa? Hopefully you had a great day today. We're going to go back and kill that guy just for my pride's sake. I'm proud of this build. It's level 1. And I'm going to kill a lot of things. I'm going to beat the game and show you guys how to do it. But then afterwards, I'm going to use this to kind of do my challenge. And probably do like no-hit level 1 runs and things like that. To be honest, probably have to do no-hit level 1. Certain bosses anyways. He's going to go ahead and get stunned. We'll hit him. Well, you know what? Instead of doing the critical, we'll just keep tagging him with this, to be honest. It does way more damage anyways. I used the wrong flask there. That's okay. He's going to unsheath his sword. He's going to hit him in the calf a few more times. And he's dead. So again, a very powerful build. I stand by what I said there the first time. Okay, perfect. So now, we grabbed the flask from the Church of America, which is perfect. So it's just literally slightly southeast of the Summon Water Village, down the hill. So that's not bad at all. Okay, so we probably are not going to ever come to Caelid again unless we go get Trina's sword, which I believe we left in the ruins over here. I don't remember the exact location, so I am still a bit rusty on that. Okay, so now that we have the Wondrous Flask of Physic, we actually do need to go down here because I believe we're going to be encountering another area where we can go to the Weeping Peninsula, so we have to cross a bridge, and then from there we can grab a handful of the, I think it's an intelligence knot. I always forget which knots are where. There's a strength knot over by Stormveil Shack, and then there's dexterity, faith, and intelligence. And those give you plus 10 of any one of those attributes for 3 minutes if you mix it with the Wondrous Physic. So we're going to try that out in just a moment. But I first need to find all of the different knots. And I have a general idea of where they're all at. Some of them are in Liurnia of the Lakes, so we'll have to visit that area at some point. Let's go ahead and grab this though real quick. I'm sure we're getting pursued by a bear. It definitely sounds like it. You know, what is this? Is this... I need a stone sword key. No, it's a cookbook. That's fine too, I guess. I need a key. I find so many stone sword keys on my first playthrough, but I'm having a heck of a time finding them here, of course. Blade is over here. He's just doing his thing, howling. Alright, can I safely come down? So that's going to lead us towards Fort Height. We don't need to go there. Instead, we need to go to this site, Aguil Lake North. This site of grace should take us on the path. All we should need to do from this point is head south. And then from here, we'll be able to actually go across to the Weeping Peninsula. So I was a little bit off there, but that's fine. Again, I haven't even beaten the game yet. I'm just kind of coming up with a strategy that as I start getting you know, more proficient and more knowledgeable at the game, I'm going to be able to find out the best path for us. But again, I've gone through this area pretty thoroughly, I'd say. Why would I flame sling that? There you go. We got determination, the Ash of War. Alright, so down we go. We're going to dodge this fool. I'm going to go down this main path here. Doesn't really matter if we aggro enemies. We're going to skip right past them. At this point, there's really just no point in defeating these enemies at all. We're going to go past this caravan, and then I think down and off to the right is where the additional path is. We got a... Oh god, a Kaiden soldier. Or Kaiden or Kaizen, I always forget. Alright, so now we're just going south towards the Weeping Peninsula. So if you just head on this pathway here, you'll go in between two, like a valley pretty much. And then in this valley, you cross a bridge. And then from that bridge, you'll be able to get into the Weeping Peninsula. The only other thing I'd like to consider is using Ashes of War. I'm not sure which ashes would be the best. I thought I was going to get whacked in the face, so that was terrifying. Very nice. Now, for now, our Flask of Wondrous Physic isn't really doing too much because it doesn't have a second component to it. So we're not able to use it for anything right now, but we will. We will in due time. Alright, so let's go ahead and go this way. Again, we're going in between this, I guess through this valley here, in between these two mountain structures here, these two cliff sides. We're going to pass this enemy here. We're going to use this just for fun. Yeah. Love that. We can pass this Stake of America here for a save point. Now, these guys can hit us with the ballista pretty hard, so we're going to have to dodge. There you go. Now we're good. The second bolt shouldn't even bother us. Stone Sword Key is right here, actually. Haha, guaranteed drop right there. Perfect. I remember that now. So Weeping Peninsula is where we can get the Stone Sword Key. Excellent. I need that because I think St. Trina's sword is in that cellar that's blocked by a Stone Sword Key. But I will confirm that before I use it. I'm not just going to use it without confirming that first. There's Irina. She has escaped Castle Morn, but her father Edgar has remained because he's trying to be all dutiful and whatnot, but he's going to regret his decision, especially if we actually progress that quest line. Family first, guys. Family first. Family before duty, anyways. Alright, we're going to grab this right here. Let's go ahead and kill this thing, because why not? I missed. I got the Mighty Shot. That's for a bow, so that won't be of any use for us. But if we continue down here, I think there's going to be another side of grace and a merchant. This merchant does not sell the lantern. He's all the way in the western part of the Weeping Peninsula, actually. So we still have a ways to go. But we can check and see if he has anything that would be useful for us. I really doubt it. He's got some kukri and a cracked pot. We can go ahead and purchase the cracked pot. This is a medallion that increases our max HP, so why not? Just because I feel like it might be useful at some point. And he also has a stone sword key, a cheap one at that. Some of the other stone sword keys are actually pretty expensive. The ones you can get from the Twin Maiden Husks are about 4,000 runes, so there's a bargain for us right there. Alright, so now we have another map steal, so we can grab this map fragment over here before we get shot at with this golem. So let's see. Very nice. Now I'm going to see if I can avoid the arrow. Okay, very good. There should be a golden seed up here as well, so we should have a second golden seed, I believe. Oh, lovely. No stamina. While we're here, I'm going to show you guys something really cool. I've done this on many streams before and kind of given you a lot of guides as well on where to find certain items. But I'll go ahead and show you this as well because I think it's really fun. So I'm going to show you on the map exactly where it's at, and then I'll show you guys how to get it for yourselves. Alright, so first things first, guys. Am I getting shot at or attacked? I can't use my map. Why is that? Okay, we'll just sit at the side of Grace to reset everything. Because I want to be able to use my map to show you guys exactly where I'm at and how to get this item. Alright, perfect. So now that we're here, we are at the Castle Morn Rampart side of Grace. This is in the Weeping Peninsula area. If you guys are trying to make it to the Weeping Peninsula from the start of the game, this is the first step. All you have to do is go up and around this path here, follow your way all the way around this highway, and you're going to find yourself going south. Once you go south past the Bridge of Sacrifice, you're going to see another side of Grace with Irina, the NPC over there. You're going to come down until you get to the Castle Morn Rampart side of Grace near the Nomadic Merchant. Well, if you notice, there's going to be a geyser, a spirit geyser over here. So all you're going to need to do is line yourself up so that whenever you get boosted into the air, you jump into the top of this rampart tower here. So what you're going to do is do just like that, and then if you grab the item on this corpse here, you'll get the Great Turtle Shell. And guess what? Because we have a the +5 strength and dexterity, we should have sufficient to actually sufficient attributes to be able to wield it. So guess what? Now we have a nice shield. It looks amazing. We all turtley and stuff. So let's see here. Look at that. Isn't that cool? So now we have a cool little great shield as well. And it actually boosts attacks that we can block as well. So we still have a light load, which is awesome. We're going for that light load. So if you look at the top or the bottom right, even though we have a turtle shield and Uchigatana and everything else equipped, we're still running light, which is perfect. That's what we need. That is exactly what we need. So guys, if you want the turtle shield, that is how you get it. And I'm going to create a marker for that. That way I'll go ahead and put that as a guide for you guys, and I'll post that tomorrow. I'm going to call this the turtle shield. I don't even know if that's what it's actually called, but that's what we're calling it. It's called the turtle shield now. Okay. And what does this guy have? Another stone sword key? No, he doesn't. That'd be cool though, wouldn't it? Alright, so now all we gotta do is just drop down here and we should be fine. And that's it. So that's how you get the turtle shield. That would be a tower that you can actually go into, solve a little puzzle, and you can get a memory stone, but I don't think too many spells is going to be important because we may not be able to use very many of them at all. So, okay. So the ultimate goal here was to try and go over to this area, which is right here. So instead of doing everything we just did, we're going to come, well, from this side of Grace is probably actually a better angle. So we're going to jump through here. Hopefully we can land on the geyser. Very nice. As long as you land on or around the geyser, you should be fine. But it's always a very terrifying jump to make. So from that very same side of Grace, we're going to come back around here. And then we're going to pass a few areas here. There's usually like a lake where dogs are drinking water. Yep. Those evil bastards. Very evil dogs. And now what we're looking for are some ruins. And I think they're demi-human ruins. And so north of those ruins, we should find a basin. And inside of that basin, we should find the a knot. I believe it's the strength knot. I'm sorry, not the strength. The faith knot. So here's the basin right here. Actually, that's not the basin at all. The basin's up here by these Miranda plants. Yeah. Get some. I love that we have a frackin' turtle shield now. Like, how cool is that, right? Very nice. So we have the faith knot. Not the most important, but in the event we had to equip something that had a faith-based element to it, that would be important to grab. So we're going to look for a shack around here. This shack right here is going to have the lantern, so we can go ahead and grab that. Why not? But you know what I'd like to check first? We've already gone here, so let's go ahead and grab the lake-facing cliffs. The reason why I say that is because there's another merchant in Liurnia of the Lakes. I believe he might actually be a little bit closer, so that we can grab a lantern much more easily. So let's go down here real quick. I think he has a lantern. There are multiple instances where the merchants share some items in their inventory, and I think that this merchant also has a lantern. I don't recall. But let's find out. Let's find out, shall we? So all we did was teleport to the site of grace near the lake-facing cliffs. Now, just so that you know, we have not defeated Godrick yet, so you can easily bypass it and get straight to the lake. It is not necessary for you to fight Godrick at all. They always call him a main story boss. Not really. I mean, he's just kind of like the first intended boss, but he is not by any means a required boss to defeat. You simply have to defeat 2 bosses that hold great runes. You don't need to defeat this boss in general, Godrick, or any other boss for that matter. You can defeat any 2 you choose. Let's see if this guy has a lantern. I don't know if he does. He does. That's a much easier way to get a lantern. So I'm going to show you exactly what I did and the path that I traced as well. So all you have to do, guys, is once you get to the Stormveil shack, you head north instead of going west into the actual castle entrance. So you go north under the bridge, which is a very difficult path to see, and then you're going to see the finger reader crony. When you drop down on these little platforms here after the bridge is broken, you can go up north and you can tag the lake-facing cliffside of grace. If you go left around this area, and you're going to see a nice little valley you can pass through, and right before you actually get to the lake shore, there's going to be a nomadic merchant where you can purchase your very own lantern. So the lantern is going to be incredibly important, guys, because if you have one equipped, you don't have to have a light source, and all you have to do instead is use your lantern so you free up your hands. So all you do is you can equip it in your pouch. Unfortunately, I'm doing the total wrong thing here, but look at that, I'm a statue. You equip your lantern, and there you go. So now you have both hands free, but you still have a light source. So that's how you get the lantern, guys. Easy peasy. That's the fastest, straightforward way. You don't have to fight anybody to be able to get it. In the Weeping Peninsula, there's quite a few enemies and stuff you'd have to get through. Okay, so now that we're here, we're going to go ahead and tag the map steal, because with that map fragment, we're going to have most of the eastern side cleared out, but we are going to actually need the western and northern side. So unfortunately, we won't really be able to see too much of that. I got eaten alive here. That's great. Really? Yep. We're going to teleport right back. We'll kill those enemies, and then we'll grab the map steal. I was trying to get a nice plunge attack in, but unfortunately, we didn't time that too well. And again, this is just one of those things where we're doing what we can to create a path that's going to be very useful and something we can replicate. Not something that's going to be impossible to do over and over again. You know, we don't want that. Another thing I probably want to do is I do probably want to change my sorcery as well. I don't think I want urgent heal. It doesn't seem very useful to me at all, considering I die in about 1 hit. There you go. Gotta use our weapon skill here. We died, but instead of using the sorceries, we can use those when we're in a pinch or to deal some extra damage, but I need to go with the build that I've created, which is using the Uchigatana's weapon skills and the increased damage that we get from the warrior jar shard. So, very nice. Once we get our 3rd pouch, which is obtained after killing 2 of the demigods, we can equip the 3rd charm, which will be the blue dancer charm, which I think would make a lot of sense to grab. It is not. I meant to jump off, but instead I accidentally pressed the wrong button. Instead of L3, I pressed R3, which doesn't do anything. That does not do anything, but pretty much just move your camera. Whoops. Alright, off we go again. Literally, I can just grab the steel. That's fine, we'll just do that. I don't much care about killing these enemies. I don't think we'll have to face off with them anyways. Oh no! Okay, there you go. Survive! Alright, cool. So now we have a fraction of the map, not a big chunk of it. I need to kind of see where we're at on the map so I can grab the rest, but you know what I'm probably going to do? Gonna work my way past all of these items here, or these areas, I'm sorry. And we're gonna look for one island in particular. Now, this island's gonna have another basin on it, and in that basin it's gonna have another faith knot, or another knot. these knots are the items that give us the increased attributes. So what I'm doing is I'm looking for an island that's going to be on this side of the map. I don't remember the exact location, but for example, that's the one with the demi-human on it, so I know that's not it. But this could potentially give me some insight to where it's at. Looking at the top of this cliff, I think it's going to be just north of that, if I recall correctly. So there's not too many large islands like that, but once you find them, definitely get up on them so you can get a good vantage point, one, and then two, you should be able to find the next knot that we're looking for. And I don't recall if it's the dexterity knot or what, but it is definitely a knot that we're going to be using. It's this island right here. So on this island there's going to be some albinarics, so we need to be careful to avoid them because they're going to be kind of strong at this point. And now we've grabbed the dexterity knot crystals here. If these guys want to fight, we can go ahead and take them out. I could have just done the critical there, unfortunately I did not. Okay, so now that we have the eastern map, unfortunately you can't really see where it's at, but you saw visually the path that I took at least. The only thing I'll do next is I'm going to actually mark this area that I'm at. Oh dang it. We'll do this real quick. There you go. Get a critical attack on here, and we're just doing massive amounts of damage. At level 1, guys, we're being able to take these enemies out with 2 hits. Oh, every time I go to my map, it kicks me out because I'm trying to show you and place a marker. Okay, there you go. Now, if we just continue north, and you just kind of hug this line here, this, I guess it's like a mountain line, I guess you'd want to call it, even though they're not truly mountains. This is the top of the land area. We're just down in the lakes. But what you do is you come across this way, and it shows you how familiar I am with the game, even though I haven't beat it yet. I know Limgrave, the Weeping Peninsula, and Liurnia of the Lakes really well. Caelid I'm also getting more and more comfortable with as well. But anyways, as we continue approaching, we're just going to kind of hug this left area. We can avoid the giant crabs because why not? No need to face off with them unnecessarily. They're fast and they deal tons of damage. There's going to be a way for us to actually easily just get up on land. And so this is where it's a little difficult. I usually get a little bit mixed up here, but this should be it right here if I'm not mistaken. This might be a little bit too early, but I think this will work. If we come up here, there should be a branching pathway, so let me just confirm here. This doesn't seem like it's it, but let me check before I speak too soon. There's a site of grace over there. We can definitely check it out. Yeah, this may not be it. This is another rise. Looks like the converted tower, actually. So this is not it. I'm going to go ahead and rest so I can re-up my flasks. Because I accidentally, every time I was trying to place a marker, it had me placing flasks instead. I'm also going to remove my urgent heal. That's really annoying. If I'm going to die in one hit anyways, there's no need to have any kind of healing incantations equipped. There's an Erd tree that we'd be fighting, so this is not it. We're a little bit too far south, so we need to continue moving forward. We're going to grab this rune here because why not? Very nice. Okay, so we're going to continue north. We have to pass the academy. So because we haven't passed the academy yet, which I believe is right around there, we're still too far south. So once we get past the academy, though, there will be a nice area where we can just go up. And I think it's going to be right around here, to be honest. It's a much safer area, and there's a map seal right here, so you can grab the remaining maps. Let's just double check and see if this is it. It may not be. This looks a little too... It doesn't look very familiar, let's just say. No, this is not it. Okay, that's not it either. No worries. And it doesn't matter. It's fine that we're going through here anyways because we're tagging a few areas along the way, but most importantly, there is a knot. It's called the intelligence knot that we can grab here soon. So pretty much this is the path. So if you would have just continued along the lake, this is the Ray Lucaria Academy. So it's pretty much parallel or in the same line as the Erd tree. So you'd still be in the lake, running, doing your thing. And then you're going to find a nice pathway up. It's actually like a defined pathway as well, just across from this little set of islands here. And I'm going to show you guys exactly how to find the Glintstone Academy key as well. It's super easy. So now we come up here and there aren't any enemies. No tough enemies to fight. No mannequins. No guardians. Just a singing dude. Here's our site of grace, which I can't touch. Let's go ahead and pop open our map, because I feel like we're still too far south. So we're going to continue a little bit past this island then. So this is the Ray Lucaria Academy. Due west of it is the island that you need to get to in order to get some the academy key, but I'm going to show you guys that as well at the end of this stream. So I'll show you how to get the key really easily so you guys can grab it for yourself. Is he asleep or dead? He's alive. Oh my god, I'm dead. Oh my gosh, that was scary. Why? I didn't know prawns slept. Okay, now we're just going to keep running through here, not die. And keep avoiding these guys as well. Yeah, so we were a little bit too far south. So you have to go north of the Ray Lucaria Academy. The funny thing is, this is the island. A lot of the areas just look so similar. So anyways, after you pass the Ray Lucaria Academy, which is this giant island here, you can find another smaller island that has a tower on it, or a rise. All you need to do is from here, then you head west towards the actual, I guess, shoreline itself, and you can see a very defined path here. These enemies you can shoot down and stuff, it's fine, but they're mannequins. You don't really want to mess with them. They're just really annoying, especially if you hit them and deal too much damage, they will malfunction. So now, from here, you're going to see some land octopuses and random stuff like that. It's perfectly fine. You'll see a site of grace, and then just north of that site of grace, you're going to see the map steal. So my apologies for a little bit of that, but I just got a little mixed up. It's actually north of Ray Lucaria, so I remember it now. So north of Ray Lucaria, then we can grab this map fragment here. Now we have the western side mapped out, so there you go. Very nice, right? The only thing we're lacking is this right here, which we could have grabbed along the way, so not too bad, not too shabby. So now that we're here, we're going to go to this area right here so we can grab the intelligence knot. Easy Keppa redeemed hydrate. Thank you, thank you. Got to hydrate for sure. And I haven't had a drink all stream. Inhuman water. Keeps you hydrated. Okay, so now, thank you so much for redeeming that hydrate. Gotta keep me all hydrated, otherwise I'll just dry out like SpongeBob in that one episode. Okay, so now we're gonna go ahead and hop down here safely. I say safely pretty loosely because I'm not sure. We got some wolves over here just chilling, just frolicking about. We're gonna go to this little nook over here, and there should be some hand enemies. That's what we're looking for. We're looking to see if there's hand enemies. If we can find them, that means we're in the right spot. So we're going to kind of search around. Up to the left, there should be an item here. We're going to avoid these guys at all costs. Grab the intelligence knot. Very nice. So that is the second knot. That will increase our intelligence plus 10 if we were to mix it in a wondrous physic. So now what we're going to do, and I wouldn't necessarily do it in this particular order. I did one thing out of order that I would not have liked to do. After grabbing the lantern, I would have actually preferred to grab this map steal over here and then go to the scenic isle, and from that side of grace I would have liked to be able to grab the other knot. So we can grab the strength knot pretty early on. Oh gosh, these guys deal a lot of damage. Not prepared for that. I was taking notes, so my bad. Note to self, don't take notes. Alright, So I've marked this area, so we're just going to take a beeline straight over there. At the end of the stream, just remind me so I can show you guys how to get into the academy, okay? It's incredibly easy. So many people are struggling with it, but it's so easy to do. I want to make sure you guys know exactly how to get there. Alrighty. So we're going to make our way to the map fragment that is actually nearest the lake, so we can get the entire Liurnia of the Lakes area mapped out. And as you can see, we've done it in minutes. All it takes is a little bit of previous knowledge of the map or some prior knowledge of that and you're good to go. But anyways, as I was writing, after the lantern, we want the strength knot, and then probably just the intelligence knot, and the dexterity knot. So this would be 1, 2, and 3. The intelligence knot should have been the last one that we got, just for the sake of routing purposes, because the intelligence knot's way up here. The dexterity knot was kind of around this area, and then we have one more knot, I think. So as a matter of fact, I guess I'll go ahead and grab the map fragment just for the sake of completing this map area, so that when I show you guys how to get the key, you know exactly how to do it. But aside from that, we've obtained 3 of the 4 knots already, so we'll go grab the strength knot over in Limgrave. So I was mistaken. We actually did grab the dexterity knot first, which is great. We did it blind. We had to do it based off like visual references and reference points instead of using the map, but that's fine. It's not too hard to do. We're going to be near the Academy Gate Town, and from here, trying to avoid this bro. Let's see if we can get to the other side safely. Because once I grab the rest of the map fragments for this area, we should be good to go. We'll just leave. There's no need to do this at all in any run whatsoever. It's just literally something I'm doing for you guys. There's no need to ever do this. Also, let's see this right here. That's just for later. I'll show you guys what I'm talking about later. You'll know exactly what I mean. But anyways, we're routing this out here, guys. We're trying to do the level 1 routing and just find a nice and easy way to make this possible for everybody. There's a few ways that I'd go about it, and I think this is going to be one of the most effective methods. We're going to have a nice arsenal, a bunch of different weapons and items we can use, so I think it's going to be really great. Once we get to the Academy Gate Town, this is going to be our last map steal, and it'll be right next to a Site of Grace, which is fantastic. Those Miranda plants are trying to use their little Kamehamehas. We're going to run right past it. Okay, so as we kind of round about this area, we're going to see a Site of Grace, and then we're also going to see maybe some large crabs here and some land squirts. We're going to pass all of that. No threats for us. We're just going to completely bypass them. I already see the twinkling light of the Light of Grace, or the Site of Grace. At least I thought I did. That's my waypoint. That works too. There it is. There's that beautiful light we're looking for. So there's the Site of Grace, and then right next to it, literally right next to this site, you're going to see the map fragment. So boom. Now we've obtained the entire map for Liurnia, which is perfect. So let me see here. Okay, that's been marked. Very nice. I'll show you guys what that's for later. So for the sake of this run, I think it's important that we mark the items that we got. So that was the intelligence knot right there. I don't know if this was the exact item that we got. I think it might have been this one. Yeah, it's this one right here. Perfect. I'm glad I marked it. That's the dexterity knot. The strength knot's over in Limgrave. We're going to grab that. I believe it's just north of the Stormhill Shack. So let's see. Where's that area at? Stormhill Shack. It's right here. So we're going to get that one next. And then the faith knot is just in the Weeping Peninsula. I don't really think it's necessary at all, but we could potentially need it for a weapon or item down the road. So now, I don't know why I just flashed, but why not? Let's go ahead and return to the Stormhill Shack area, which is right here. If Roderica has left and gone to Round Table Hold, she should have left us a golden seed and a flower. So let's check and see if she's done that. There you go. So now we have a golden seed. That's 2 golden seeds that we can use and to increase a number of flasks we have. So we're going to go to flasks, add a charge. Very nice. Now we're good to go. Another thing we can do with our flasks is increase the amount replenished, because we do have a sacred tier. Oh, we must have used it at the other Church of America then, my bad. Okay, so now from here all we need to do is go this way. So we're going to create a marker. So we go up north towards the castle. And then we just circle around. We look for that giant, because that's the kind of the tailing point there. I always forget. So I need a reference point. And pretty much from this storm giant, or this, I don't know if he's a storm giant, the troll, I guess, which are the descendants of giants. If you look right past here, there's a basin. And inside of this basin is the strength knot. So I guess we already had the strength knot. Very nice. But anyways, that's where that's at. Let's drop down here so we're safe. Check into our inventory and see all the knots that we have. So yep, we have the strength knot, dexterity knot, intelligence knot, and faith knot. So now what we can do is, once we either die or find a way back to a safe side of grace. Oh, he tagged me from there. Good shot, sir. We can go ahead and mix our wondrous physic. Alright, so now we'll go here. Stormveil Shack. Just we need any side of grace. And we're going to go ahead and mix our wondrous physic. I think it'd probably be best at this point to just have a physic that does damage. I'm sorry, increased stamina. Oh, I'm sorry. Increased dexterity, increased strength is what I meant to say. There is one that's really interesting that I'd like to get, that I got in my playthrough, that does damage negation. So you pretty much get a free hit. I would like to try that out as well. But this will boost our strength and dexterity, which will further increase our attack power pretty much. I don't know what this does. Alright, very good. Now I wonder, like, if I could pop my my shield and have a nice Ash of War to it. I don't have any shield ashes right now. That's fine. We'll find something. But anyway, so now let's take a look at our stats so I can show you what we got. So we are currently, of course, at level 1. We have 16 vigor and 15 endurance, strength, and dexterity. If I pop this wondrous flask, go back to our status, now we have plus 25 strength and plus 25 dexterity. So again, guys, I mean, we're going to get really powerful really quickly. So I mean, we can hit any. Let's just hit something right now so you guys can see. We have this for 3 minutes, so let's go to that troll that just terrorized us a few moments ago, and we'll go ahead and take him out. So we're going to look for this troll over here, the troll that's pretty much guarding the strength knot in the basin. We're going to run over to him and say hi, the only way we know how. So 437 damage, 348 damage there, 417, 417, 417, and he's dead, just like that, guys. So we're going to be pretty deep, and if you can do it like pretty much 4 or 5 times, and we have 3 cerulean flasks, I mean, we're in good shape. And of course we have that buff for 3 minutes, so we still have the plus 25 strength and dexterity. So we are incredibly powerful already. Now the one thing that we could consider is, right now we currently have the quality scaling, so it's D scaling for strength and D scaling for dexterity. If we find a good Ash of War that possibly we can change it out and have some similar attacks, because again, the skills are really make the Uchigatana very powerful. But if we could change out the skill for something that may be more powerful, then we can actually adjust it to like a keen type of affinity or something like that, which would be really nice. Okay, so excellent. I don't even know what's left on my list. I guess I can go ahead and kill Godrick, and you guys can see that. Let's go kill Godrick. Let's see. So for Godrick, what we're going to want to do is just come up this path here, go all the way around, and go past the gate. So we're already pretty much at Godrick. So I'm going to show you guys something really cool. Once you're at the Rampart Tower, if you guys don't know how to get there, essentially after you defeat, what's his name? Margit, the Fell Omen, then you'll be reaching the Rampart Tower before long. So I want to show you guys how to get there. So I'm going to show you from this area, okay? So essentially from Stormveil Shack. Let's just show you that entire path. Once you get to the Rampart Tower, though, there's a really nice skip that you can bypass everything. So this is the main path here. You want to tag this Stake of Marika just in case you get shot by the ballista. But pretty much you're going to want to avoid everything and not get stuck in the trees. Everybody's going to be mad and say you're ugly. That's fine. All you do is you just run past. Now Torrent will disappear here because there's a little spectral gate here blocking him. So what we're going to do is run past, and then you tag this side of Grace right here. That'll reset all the enemies, make sure all the aggro's kind of off you. Then all you do is defeat Margit. Remember, we've kind of gone over how to defeat Margit as well, using the jellyfish summon ashes and things of that nature. So you just run through here, beat them. You get your second talisman pouch. And then tag this side of Grace right there. You'll come up to the Stormveil Castle itself, and you're going to either choose to go straight through this path, which is kind of treacherous and kind of unnecessary to do at this point, but they'll have a side of Grace there for you as well. I would instead prefer that you guys go to this path that Godrick has pointed out towards it for us. So then we just come up here, come along this path, and there will be a tricky part that you guys definitely need to be careful for. That is going to be, you know, avoiding these crazy birds. They're kind of jerks, and even if you're crouching, they will spot you. So this is the only one you really have to contend with. So I would just get a guard counter on it. So a guard counter right there will take care of it, and then of course you just gotta miss a few strikes to lull it into a sense of security, and then you kill it. All right, so then after that, you tag this side of Grace right over here. Boom. I'll go ahead and tag it because I'm probably gonna die here. Just kidding. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and, oh my gosh, I almost died. We're gonna come up here. He's gonna call on his enemy, his little friends. That's fine. It's fine. Nobody likes this guy. Oh gosh, okay. Not nice. Go ahead and flask up, because apparently these guys are hard now. There it is. Okay, so now we're going to use this flask here. And of course we can flask this up as well, because why not? Anyway, so now all you do is you run up inside this tower. You don't really need to concern yourself with any of the items you can get, because they're really not very useful at this point. Now you could of course grab the hook claws from the corner there. I would probably advise doing that, but because I've done so much with the hook claws in my current playthrough, I'm just opting to not. We're going to bait these guys to throw some fire bombs and destroy these barrels here. So if they can maybe throw one more, that'd be nice. Hello. There it is. Okay, very nice. They usually get it in the first try. I don't know what's wrong with these guys. Gotta remember to rely primarily on our weapon skills. That's what deals the most damage. About to die here. I refuse. Alright, so now you just bait this guy to strike, or you can just roll past these as well. Perfectly fine to do either or. Use our weapon skill and destroy him. Then what you would do here is, once you come up this pathway, of course you can destroy this enemy, which I'd advise you to do for sure. You bust up in here and get the gate key. So we'll do that. We're probably going to die though, but it's fine. Come in here. Now I want you guys to notice something that I found out. We kept Godrick alive, okay? So when we enter this area, listen to the laugh. Why isn't he laughing? Oh, you know why he's not laughing? Because we already got past that side of grace. So anyways, you would enter that door and there'd be a kind of a black screen. The door would shut and lock behind you and you'd hear laughing. So we just found out now that there's certain circumstances that trigger that laughter. So anyways, that's really cool actually. I'm going to pop this flask because why not? And what we're going to do is come in here, do the same thing. I'm sorry guys you had to see that, but we're going to go through here. And you would have just grabbed the gate key, right? That's the ideal thing to do. He's using his sword magic, of course. These guys are going to be real hard today. Love it. Lovely. There you go. He's dead too. So anyways, ideally you wouldn't die. You'd defeat that boss. I was a little taken off guard the fact that he didn't actually come back through, or we could open that door. That was weird. Anyway, so let's go ahead and work our way back up. It's fine. Gonna bait these guys to try and blow us up again. There you go. Very nice. They did it this time. They did it right. Okay. We got the rusty gate key, so now all you do is you come back down and open this door here, climb up the ladder. And I'm showing you guys this path. I actually took the path opposite of what Godrick has suggested. So I went through the main gate or that portcullis and braved the area that way. Which is, it's kind of preference. It's whatever you guys want. There's an enemy over here, so just make sure you avoid him. It's a guaranteed grab attempt there. Just make sure you kill him. You can use your lantern. Now we have one, right? It's not really necessary, but I just wanted to show that off. Alright, you don't need to grab that either. And then you come up here. There's going to be a tougher enemy that you don't even have to face off with. You can just run right up the set of stairs here. So that's exactly what I'm going to do to show you guys. So, oh my gosh, the enemy. You run right past him. Make it nice and easy. And then now you're at the rampart side of grace. So that's how you can get there. Even if you die at that, after you get the rusty gate key, it doesn't even matter because you got the key now. You can open the other door. So now that we're there, very good. I'm going to show you guys the actual shortcut, very quick path to Godrick. And I don't know if this has been done before, but I feel like I created this shortcut. You're going to go this way. I don't know if it probably has been done before, and definitely it's somewhat intended. But you have to run, do a sprinting jump off of that, and then you follow the path across these rooftops here. You don't need to mind these enemies as long as you're crouching. So these enemies here to your right will not show up at all. All you do is just bypass them. Once you get to the bridge, you're pretty safe to actually go ahead and just continue sprinting. So you can run past these guys as well. I do believe this is another cookbook you could grab from this enemy. So we're going to run here, watch the hole in the ceiling of the rooftop right there. So we're going to dodge these enemies. Now, there's a dog and a omen killer, or an omen type ogre that will try and face off with us. So we're going to just run up the stairs on this side, go up this side of grace. The dog may or may not aggro, but it's fine. So now we're at the lift side of grace. Okay? And then from the lift side of grace, you just turn back around and you're going to go to the titular lift that they're referring to. So now you can come up this lift right here. And once you make it down, all you need to do is, now that we've taken the lift, go down the stairs and through this left pathway over here. And then you're going to hear like the teardrop scares and stuff. You can kill them. I mean, why not, right? Let's go ahead and kill it. Okay, it's dead, right? So now we have Stormcaller. Very nice. So you run through here, and if you see that side of grace, you just look directly to your left, and that's the boss fog. So within, I'd say probably 2 minutes, you can get to Godrick. And that's exactly what we're going to do. Now, one thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go kill Nepheli low, just because I want to kill most of the NPCs in this build. So all you need to do, if you want to have Nepheli help you in the boss fight, just run down here. There's a golden seed down here as well that would be pretty useful if you can get for yourself. What we're going to do is we're going to run right in this little chamber here, and you'll see Nepheli having defeated a knight.
You're a fine warrior. Your only mistake was your choice of See, You are but a simple villain.
There you go.
Let the scars remind
Oh, we
you.
got one more in us.
This lesson.
There you go. We beat her. So that's 4 hits, and we defeated Nepheli Low, a very powerful NPC.
Become Elden Lord.
Very nice. Easy as that. We got 2 Stormhawk axes, which are her titular weapons here. So if you do kill her, you get her kind of signature weapons there that are the Storm axes. It looks like they require a little bit of strength that we just wouldn't have necessarily, unless we're equipping or using the Wondrous Physic, of course. But this is a battle axe designed to resemble a hawk, with its wings comprising the blade. Signature weapon of warriors who strive to remain one with the storm, despite being so far from their place of birth. Their hearts are proud and thereby easily undone. The unique skill is Thunderstorm. Imbue the armament's wing blade with lightning and swing it around to create a tempestuous lightning storm. Follow up with an additional input to perform up to 2 spinning attacks. The lightning will stay on the blade for a while. Very nice. I'm going to put a marker here because I want to show you guys my quick path to Godrick. So I'm going to say shortcut, Godrick, shortcut. Shortcut. Very nice. Okay. So anyways, I just killed Nepheli Low. My bad. I'm a terrible person, but it's okay. Even if this bro wants to attack us, it's fine. I don't even care. We're just going to grab this golden seed. I'm going to try and run past him if we can. If he kills it, it's fine. It's fine. This is fine. Dodge, dodge. Dead. We're going to go ahead and appear right back at the side of Grace, ideally. And if so, now we can just go straight to Godrick and we'll defeat him and we'll end the stream after we defeat Godrick. But we should be dealing some massive amounts of damage because of all of our, buffs that we have here. So there you go. Let's go ahead and face off with our little friend. And we'll go ahead and pop this Wondrous Physic as well. We can go ahead and watch this cutscene. I'm going to drink some water in the meantime.
Mighty dragon, thou art a true-born heir. Lend me thy strength, O kindred. Deliver
6 fingers.
me unto greater heights. Well. Lowly tarnished. Plain as a lord. I command thee, kneel! I am the lord of all that is golden.
Indeed. The Lord of all that is graft. Alright, let's beat this guy, shall we? Pop our Wondrous Physic. Pop the Jellyfish Ash. We want to take the aggro off of the Jellyfish if possible. 313 damage there, like nothing. Very nice. Got attack there pretty nice and solid. We gotta go ahead and back up. If the Jellyfish has the aggro, we're gonna go ahead and do as many of these strong attacks as possible. As soon as the Jellyfish poisons Godrick, her task was completed. And I'll tell you that we don't even need to really have him poisoned at this point. 4, 5, right here. Got us. That's unfortunate. I thought I was out of range, but that's okay. I would say that it'd be nice for people to use the Jellyfish. I'm probably going to opt out, to be honest. I'm probably not going to be using it. I thought about it, and I was like, yeah, that might help. But for the sake of just showcasing the build, I'm not going to use the Jellyfish. Poison would be good. It's not bad at all. I definitely think it's great to use, but we don't need it. Back away. There you go. All we need to do is stay kind of in a mid-range. When he does these attacks, we can punish, but it takes him a little bit to readjust, but I miss, so that's okay. Got some lazy strikes there. Very, very delayed. Okay, we'll go ahead and come in. Dodge. He's going to do his little storm magic, that's fine. Hopefully he rolls, there you go. Dodge this right here. And a little terrible timing on my part. Back away. Probably going to do his 5 strikes right here, which is fine. I'm going to switch back over to our Flask of Cerulean Tears in case we need to re-up that. So try and grab. Huge delay in those attacks. It makes it very difficult to try and dodge. 2, 3, 4, and then a big one over here. That can reach us really easily. Despite how far he is, he can still tag me from a mile away. So we need to re-up our FP. He only did 3 strikes, so he could have done up to 5, but to dodge 4 in this. Very nice. Punish. Back away. And sprint out of range here. Wait for his next attack. See if we can bait a strike. We're going to back away. Go forward. Tag him with our charged weapon strike here. Back away here as well. 2, 3, 4, and the big one, 5. He's still tagging me. That's a crazy delay there. So we got this AoE strike right here. I would just jump up just in case. I used the wrong flask. That's okay. It happens. Gonna wait for him to roll and dodge. Do another weapon strike here. Back away, back away. 3, 4, and 5. Okay, he almost got us there again. We tagged him there, very nice. Gonna flask up. Cutscene ensues. Unfortunately, we won't get that other strike in. He's pretty upset right now. I'm gonna let you guys see it if you haven't seen it already. He does sever his own left arm. That just happened.
Truest of dragons. Lend me thy strength.
There's life in him yet. After this sequence, immediately after he grabs the dragon to his left arm, you need to sprint towards him no matter what. So sprint towards him, no matter what your character wants to do. Sprint, dodge in, and then get some more weapon strikes in. Okay. I was trying to get more than one weapon strike, and unfortunately I kind of messed that up. He's going to do it 3 times now. 3. That's crazy range on it now. Grab attempt. I think we should be fine to move in here. Dodge away. Another weapon strike there. Back away. Gonna roll in here, get some iframes. Get a critical. Gonna pop the SP flask here. Dodge away. You don't want to get too far. He's going to spam his dragon flames, which are incredibly lethal and they have crazy range. Dodge here. Back away, back away. That was a grab attempt there. I did not recognize the look of that. Yeah, that's okay. He's going to do some fireballs here. Got a dodge so we don't die, and he tagged us anyways. There's only one. Unfortunately, I didn't have any more heals, but the one tagged us, that stray one, and got away. But we'll get him. We'll get him real soon. And we're not using the jellyfish. We don't even need to use those. It's a nice strategy in the event that you're just having difficulty with it, just to proc that, get the aggro off you and proc some poison, but there's no need to do it, especially with this build that we currently have. So that's what we got. Here it goes. We'll go ahead and let him do his thing. Bait some strikes here. Find which ones we can use to punish. Hopefully he spins around us. Ah. nope, he's doing these projectiles, which is never a good choice for us. Not good. Not good, okay. Sometimes, even if you are on an elevated platform, it can still strike you, so you gotta be careful. He only did a handful of his strikes there. He's gonna jump towards us. We're gonna go ahead and punish. Gonna back away, wait for him to roll around like a crazy person. And dodge. Get another weapon art in there. Back away. Looks like he's doing all 5 strikes this time. Dodge. Oh, I missed that timing. That's unfortunate. That could be the death of us. Dodge. 3, 4, and then 5. There you go. We got it that time. He's gonna roll around, and we're going to dodge this if we time it right. Hit him again. Back away here, and then we're gonna flask up with our cerulean or our crimson fire. We're probably gonna get hit. Ooh, I thought we were gonna get punished for that heal there. He should roll around again. That's what I'm expecting anyways. Roll, and then we're gonna punish. Back away. Stay out of range. Go forward in so we can get some iframes and tag him here. He's going to chop off his arm, so we're going to go ahead and let him do whatever he needs to do. We're going to flask up right here, and hopefully that flask counts. We got to go ahead and... Oh, it didn't count. That's unfortunate. Going to back away right here. Very nice. Need to flask up again because we didn't actually trigger that flask. This is the attack that killed us last time. Drop some random, projectiles in on us. I'm going to sprint in right here, get the iframes. Back away again. He's going to do his roll here. This is a little bit harder to dodge than the other one because you have like a secondary attack to it. And that killed us. So if that hits us once, we're probably going to die. That is okay. He didn't spam that nearly as much last time, but the one time's all it takes. We're so close though. We can definitely get... We actually got him closer last time. I had better FP management, I believe. Alright. Here goes. Let's do some damage. Let's take down Godrick the Graphic. There you go. What are you doing, bub? That's a different attack. I swear, there's so many attacks these bosses have in their arsenal. It's very difficult to learn them all. Dodge away. Dodge forward. Get another weapon strike in. I'm gonna go ahead and get the critical. Go ahead and lock back on. And dodge. Go ahead and get another weapon strike in on him. I'm gonna back away while he does this stunt. It's gonna be a perfect opportunity for us to heal. I'm gonna switch back to our cerulean flask. Bait some more strikes so we can dodge. There you go. Come inside. Punish. Sprint behind so we don't get hurt because he does chop off his own arm, but it can hit you as well. I'm going to skip this scene and sprint in forward towards him. Do this right here. Very nice. We got him again. We'll go ahead and get another critical. I'll pop our cerulean flask here. Lock back onto this jerk. Back away. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Probably a little too far. That's fine. Didn't time that right at all. There you go. He got the grab attack in on us. Dodge. If you ever need to just back up and kind of reset, it's perfectly fine. I just did that right now. He kind of threw me off my pattern here, so it's fine. You just got to make sure you can find an attack that you can bait and punish. And the third one has a ton of range here. Very careful there. Grab attempt. He will back up and you'll see the dragon roar, so it's a telltale sign there that you're going to get dragoned in the face. dodge. Oh man, I was trying to dodge that. That was life or death situation, and unfortunately I failed the test. We had him pretty low there. We still had one crimson flask of crimson tears and one flask of cerulean tears as well, so I'm pretty happy with that. That wasn't bad at all. Not bad at all. Okay, so here we go. We're getting closer and closer, guys. We're definitely going to get him. Alright, here goes. He's just delaying the inevitable at this point. I need to get that timing down, so I'm glad I was able to work on that. He can do a swipe attack. I'll go ahead and punish because I'm mad. There you go. Hopefully he rolls in on us. There you go. Kind of at a weird angle. I got stuck in between like a bush or something. That was weird. Roll, and then this is going to be the second attack here. Very nice. See if we can punish. Dodge. See if we can punish. Oh, I missed. Go ahead and flask up. There you go. It's a lazy combo there. Dodge forward. Go to, this is the 5-hit combo here. And 5, I didn't dodge that time, it's okay. See if I can punish. Dodge, punish. And I'm dead. Oh, I was hoping he wouldn't do that. That's okay. We didn't even get him in the second phase that time. That's disappointing. No worries. We'll beat him. That's the goal for this stream. We ended up getting our build kind of defined, and now that we've done that, we can definitely knock him out. Alright, so I just want to make sure you guys see the stats too. So we're at 1, and then we have, of course, level 1, and then 16 vigor, 10 everything else except endurance, strength, and dexterity, which is bumped up to 15 because I have this equipment loadout. The Uchigatana, Great Turtle Shield, Finger Seal, Crimson Hood, Warrior Jar Shard, and the Sword Seal. One thing we could do as well, just because we haven't even considered it before, is actually try and level up our weapon. We have a handful of somber smithing stones. I'm sorry, not somber, regular smithing stones. So we could do that. Matter of fact, I don't see why not. Not that it's necessary, but anything that you could use to help. And again, you could use the ashes as well. The ashes are going to be incredibly helpful. The jellyfish in general can poison enemies, so again, I definitely suggest doing it.
Well, I took you for no matter.
Now I think the Uchigatana will be one of our main weapons, so we're going to strengthen this weapon up. We don't have any runes on us, which makes sense. So we'll see if we can sell him some stuff.
That no matter.
There you go. I don't even think we need that many, but let's go ahead and strengthen our armament as much as we can. So we got a +1, +2. So only go up to +2 because we don't have enough smithing stones, so that's fine. That will do the trick. So now let's go kill Godrick. Now we have an even stronger weapon. So we go to the secluded cell. That's the site of grace that we found right next to Godrick's mist gate. So now we can traverse the mist and face off with him and beat him. Easy peasy. Trying all types of combos on us. He can continue his combos if you're close enough to him, so it's just something to kind of keep that mid-distance from him. You don't want to be too far away. You don't want to be too close. He has a charge here. Never seen him do that before. Not sure what to expect there, actually. I've never seen him hold a charge like that. I can always time that poorly. That's okay. I get punished because of that. Then back away and flask up. I've never seen him with permanent wind powers. It's so strange. I guess that was a glitch. Gonna roll around, dodge. Ooh, he died. Poor timing. It looks like whenever he triggered that second storm attack, he actually took off that weird glitch. That was really cool though. It looked awesome. I want to put a marker there. Godrick glitch. Godrick glitch. Okay, let's beat him. No more messing around. Okay, here goes. Dodge forward. Got a weapon skill here. Nice. Just wanted to stay out of range from that, because even if you're on the steps, you can still get damage from it. Tag him this time. Not gonna miss you this time, friend. He's got some crazy range too, so you always gotta be careful. Dodge. Oh, I changed direction. That's my mistake. Like I said, never sprint and change direction. I'm typically holding circle or the sprint button the whole time, so the problem that I sometimes get into is I change direction a lot. There is an animation where you're just adjusting and you fall forward just a bit as you're pivoting to change direction, and if you're doing that, you cannot roll until after the animation. So I'll show you what I'm talking about. If I'm sprinting forward and I change direction backward, that pivot right there actually locks me into that animation. I cannot pivot or dodge or do anything else, so I can't do anything out of that to cancel that animation. So if you are sprinting and you change direction immediately, that's as quick as you can roll after you've already recovered from that animation. So make sure that when you are changing direction or sprinting, that you don't change direction so quickly, or if you're pivoting, it doesn't prevent you from, you know, doing that sweet roll to avoid all kinds of unnecessary damage, because I do that a lot. I've been caught by that multiple times. It can definitely upset your roll timing. And what I do is I hold sprint because I need to run away from that distance. I don't want to be in range to get attacked, so I'm sprinting right here, you see? Because if I just started rolling out, spam rolling out, that's not going to do the trick. So we're going to go ahead and punish. I think my wife just want to get in Fortnite, freaking out. Good job, baby. If you can hit me, you're amazing. 4 and 5, there you go. They come in here. Dodge. I that really poorly, that's okay. I'm gonna heal up. He's gonna do his stomp attack. We're gonna stay out of range and jump, just to make sure it doesn't hit us. I will say this one is sloppy. I feel real sloppy about this one. Gonna get a critical in here. Oh, I couldn't. I don't think I got that animation off either. That's fine. That means I can only hit him the one time. So I'm gonna sprint in. You want again, babe? Dodge away. There we go. We're gonna go ahead and punish. Stay away from the dragon friend here. And dodge. Very nice. That's not good. He's doing his flame breath that far. He's walking, so he's not aiming it outward towards us, which is fine, but definitely not something that we want him to do or see. So we've gotten a little bit out of range. He's going to throw his fireballs at us. Dodge, dodge, dodge. And those can go everywhere at random. So he's doing his fire walk again. He's probably going to die in. Yep. I triggered that because I'm a little bit too far. If he comes in close and he's doing that, it's fine because you can get in behind him and then just back away. You still need to create some sort of distance because he will be able to get you with the AoE of the fire. So just make sure the splash damage doesn't, you know, tag you. Anyway, so let's go ahead and continue on. We're going to pop our Wondrous Physic just for some additional bonus damage. Not a huge thing. And again, if you guys wanted to make it easier, you could employ the use of that Jellyfish Summon. There's no reason for you guys not to. I'm just doing it for a little bit of extra difficulty, because why not? Lovely. This will probably kill me right here if I don't dodge it. Very good. We're going to pop this flask here. Dodge forward. The iframes, tag them. Sprinting away here. 3, 4, and then 5. Very nice. We gotta re-up our FP flask here. Or re-up our FP using the Cerulean Flask of Tears. Or Flask of Cerulean Tears. Which one is it? I'm just kidding. It's the Flask of Cerulean Tears, I know. The funny thing though is, the flask is actually cerulean. I don't know if maybe the contents are as well. I think based on the lore it is, but I don't believe them. Dodge. There we go. So I'm not really going to be able to stagger him because I don't have any FP left, but I'm going to try and hit the crap out of him. Ooh, that one hit was all it took. So those delays are very difficult for time for me. It makes it really hard to dodge because he's holding, and right at the moment of impact, he's not really doing an extra little telegraph motion there to let us know what he's doing. So it's really cool. It's a good mechanic. I think it makes it a lot harder, but I do recognize it from Dark Souls 3 as well. They did the same kind of delay mechanic in the boss fight, so it made it really hard to time your dodges. Dodge forward. We'll sprint out of range here, and then jump up and see if we can punish him. Why not? Just out of range, just barely out of range here. He's gonna roll around like crazy. We're gonna sprint out of range here. Remember, we do have some other sorceries as well, but I prefer not to use the incantations. It doesn't make a lot of sense considering my build is primarily based around this Uchigatana. I feel like he's gonna jump at me. Yep.
Slowly tarnished.
We knew it, and we still got killed by it. Oh, nice. He's got all kinds of limbs on him. I wonder if he just grafted human parts. I don't believe he did. I believe he grafted all manner of creatures, if you will. I don't think he just grafted humans to him, though. Clearly, he was willing to graft other things to him because he knew that the dragons had a power that he simply did not have. Dodge. Go ahead and get this. Easy Kevin says, are you going to play Assassin's Creed Ragnarok? Probably not. Probably not. I got kind of tired of the Assassin's Creed games. I did enjoy Assassin's Creed Odyssey, or at least watching you play it. But I am not a big fan of the series anymore. After one, I like the lore, but after like the first one, it was so repetitive. The second one was very similar, but they had some other elements to it. I don't know. I'm just not really a big fan of the series. I think it's quality, but the lore is amazing. But the gameplay is a little repetitive. Odyssey was really nice though, when they had the open world element to it. It was a truly open world. But that was really nice. Ragnarok seems very similar, probably very nice as well in terms of that quality. But I just don't have I don't have it in me. 3, 4, 5. Very nice. Get tagged in the face. That's also nice. Blasting up like crazy. Of course, he's flinging his storm sorceries. An attack that he rarely uses, but you know, that's fun. Sometimes these bosses get nice and cheap on you. 3, 4, 5. Gonna go ahead and try and punish. He's gonna try and grab here. There you go. He's gonna jump in. We're gonna do the same. Gonna punish. There we go. We've got one attempt to stagger him. I don't know if it'll work, but we're going to definitely try. Didn't quite do the trick there. We timed it right that time, otherwise we would have died. We got the FP flask going. We're going to probably not time that right. We barely got that. Lucky us. Grab attack. Oh no! I was changing direction again. I did the same thing. I stopped instead of continuing to run left and then dodge. So we got burnt to a crisp. Radically defined Redeemed hydrate. I shall hydrate. Thank you so much for that, bro. Good stuff. Yeah, Assassin's Creed Ragnarok. I think I actually, I think I might own that on the Xbox not 360, on the Xbox Series X. I think I own it digitally. I've just never played it. All right, let's do this again. Dodge forward, weapon skill, dodge. Oh, I changed direction again, so that's on me. Are you gonna jump at me again? Yes? Nope, he's not. I can get some range here. Dodge forward, try and punish this as well. And 3, 4, and 5. Very nice. We got that timed down really nicely. Gonna back away from this storm sorcery here. Of course he's flaming it. That's the one I hate the most. Gonna back away, stay out of range of this AoE. Kooky Bear says, I beat Renala. Took 6 tries tonight, but I did it. Very nice, my friend. Also, Godrick is my favorite boss so far. Out of the couple of big ones. Dodge and 5. I just got hit there. I think I died, yep. A lot of lesser bosses I fought. Yeah. Godrick's pretty fun, for sure. I'm doing this level 1 right now, and I'm not using the ashes. I'm just using this build that I've kind of created for my level 1 run. I think in general, though, I would suggest people to use the ashes, just to make it a little easier to pull the aggro and stuff. But for now, this is the build I'm using, so I'm going to make sure that after I've been going through, this is kind of like my practice run. This is normally what I would do offline, but I figured I'd show you guys my thought process and put a build together that shows you guys how to beat the game level 1. Because if I can do it and make a guide that pretty much is accessible for everybody, then you guys can do it too. There you go. Dodge behind. Yeah, Godrick is pretty fun. I like fighting him. I fought him so many times at this point with all my different files. Now level 1 is just the next natural progression. 3, 4, 5. There you go. Gonna back away, dodge, and then stay out of range here. See if we can punish. Always miss when you readjust here. Back away. I've got one more charge attack we can do. Hopefully he rolls in on us. There you go. And dodge. Very nice. We're gonna back away. Gonna pop some FP here. 3, 4, 5. Very nice. Back away. Sprint out of range here. That's kind of his lazy combo there. He's gonna jump in at us. We're gonna do the same, get some iframes. He's gonna start chopping off his arm, which I'm fine with. He can do that all day. Got 2 hits in. We're gonna sprint towards him as he after he grafts this dragon to his arm. We're gonna use our charge attack again. Get a critical. Gonna pop our FP flask. Stay in mid-range here. Dodge this grab attempt here. That was nasty, Godrick. Really nasty. Dodge. 2 and 3. I didn't get that right. Oh my gosh, that was close. We punished right there, right in his face. Very nice. That's a different one. He's gonna have to sling his little flame balls everywhere. Very nice. My favorite. Gotta dodge this right here. If we don't dodge it, we die. Dodge this as well. Oh my gosh, so close, so close. We were literally probably a hit and a half away from doing it at level 1, guys. That was a really good run, though. I think I timed the criticals and stuff really nice as well. We're going to do the same thing, though. We're going to pull this off, get this Godrick This false god defeated in no time. Pookie says, now this Black Knife Catacombs Wraith boss is being a pain. I can practically 3-shot it, but it's so hard to hit. Indeed. Yeah, he is pretty hard to hit. If you have any sorceries, that would be something you could use that have like a wide arcing strike. If not, it'll be a little tougher. And 2 right there, very nice. That's his lazy little combo there. Not too worried about that one. We're going to dodge through this, hopefully, get some iframes. Sprint out of range here. Dodge this attack. See if I can get this. There we go. I like to punish these if possible. What do we got, Genius? Are you going to roll towards me? It looks like it. Ah, he's not. I'm a bastard. I hate when he does this one. That always throws me off guard. Or catches me off guard. Gonna sprint in, get the iframes. Dodge away. And then we're gonna sprint out of range here. He's doing his little lazy combo. He's gonna jump in, we're gonna do the same. Very nice. Back up out of range here. Now he's pissed. 4, 5. Punish. Nice, got the iframes there. That was pretty close actually. I need a flask up. Dodge in, punish. Gonna dodge behind in this instance because I don't like being on an elevated platform. I prefer when he has the high ground, to be honest. We're gonna dodge in again. Unfortunately, I got hit right square in the face that time. Gotta stay out of range here. We're gonna flask up again. Switch over to our Cerulean Tears. Go forward this time, not get hit. We're gonna come around here. See if we can get the 2 hits in if possible. Very nice. I still have 1 to go. We're gonna sprint in. There you go, get the critical. I'm gonna use my Flask of Cerulean Tears here and then back away. Hopefully he doesn't try to grab. He's been really cheap the last few times. 1, 2, and 3 stomps. There you go. We'll stay within a little bit closer range here. Back away. Need to flask up. Let's see what he does here. Okay, we're gonna have to flask up here and then see if he dodges. Like if he hits us, we die. There you go. That's 1 and 2 and then 3 stomps right here. Very nice. See if we can punish. He's gonna do a grab attack here or a swipe with his big dragon head. Gonna do a punish here if we can. Alright, we did a really close AoE. We're gonna have to dodge through here. Oh my gosh, did I die? I did not yet anyways. Have to be aggressive here. 1 and then 2 and then 3. And we do a last attack to finish him off, and that, my friends, is how you beat Godrick. Level 1. Unfortunately, that was a little bit more sloppy than I would have liked, but it is what it is. It is what it is. I'm going to show you guys my stats after his life bar goes away. This guy has the longest, like, farewell death scene, which is fine. Where is my Site of Grace? I'm going to show you guys my stats here as well. So this is the warrior you guys have seen. I think there's a way to really, let's see, simple view. Yeah, that way you guys can see me. Okay, so my build here, this is Uno. He's level 1. We've got 16 vigor, 10 mind, 15 endurance, strength, and dexterity, and 10 intelligence, faith, and arcane. The only reason how we're able to obtain the increased vigor, endurance, and strength and dexterity is because of through the use of charms and also the Crimson Hood that I have on. The Crimson Hood gives me 11 base attribute points to vigor, so just +1 from the 10 from the Wretch class. So the Wretch class will have 10 attribute points all across the board. When you equip the Crimson Hood, it boosts up your vigor to 11. And then if you use Radigan's Sorcery, which is the legendary charm, it increases vigor, endurance, strength, and dexterity +5. So I want to go ahead and show you guys my equipment. I have a Uchigatana +2. Even though that's not really necessary, you can upgrade the weapon of your choice. I'm going to use the Uchigatana as my primary weapon. I have the Great Turtle Shield, which is absolutely unnecessary. I'm not going to be blocking much at all, with considering the fact that one shot will kill me. I have the Finger Seals, just in case I need to cast any sorceries. The incantations, more specifically. The incantations that I do have equipped are the Catch Flame and the Flame Sling for some ranged attacks if needed. I have the Crimson Hood, which boosts my Vigor by +1. Really not necessary. I just don't want to run with a completely naked dude. And then I have the Warrior Jar Shard that boosts the attack power of skills. You can obtain that from defeating the Iron Fist Alexander. And then the Radigan Sword Seal, which you can get from Fort Feroth and Kaled. And I did have the Flask of Wondrous Physic, a mix of the Strength Knot and Dexterity Knot, which I showed you guys how to get on this stream. The Strength Knot actually was obtained from the previous stream right up Stormveil Shack, so very easy to go. And that, my friends, is the build. I hope you guys enjoyed that. That is also going to go ahead and end this stream for today. I wanted to say thank you for everybody who's watching, and you guys are amazing. Easy Keppa, Pookie Bear, Radically Defined, Elena, all you guys, love you so much. Lena, Mom, you guys are so awesome. But anyways, this is the build. Uno is going to be a monster, and we just took down Godrick with level 1. And we could have done it on that previous attempt, actually, had we not died, of course. We would have almost done it hitless. So it can be done, and I think what I'm going to do is, with this build, I'm going to beat the game. That's one demigod down. We really only have Renala to go, which is incredibly easy. So once we defeat Renala, we'll have 2 demigods down. We'll then progress through the rest of the game as needed. Parts of the game that I've yet to see on my actual playthrough. I haven't even beat the game myself. But once we do, we'll go ahead and get the, pretty much go the minimal route to complete the game. We're going to defeat Renala, get through the rest of the game, whatever that may be, and then hopefully get the most basic ending. I'm assuming an ending that doesn't necessarily tie into any side, any other tarnished side quest line or anything like that. But anyways, the next room will probably consist of us going to the Rey Lucaria Academy, which, you know what, guys? I completely forgot to tell you and show you. We need to actually show you how to get inside of that academy. So I promised you guys I would show you that. So let me go ahead and rest at this side of Grace and then go to Liurnia of the Lakes really quickly. Another thing I really wanted to show you guys as well is something that's really interesting. This is Godrick in his real form. All of the grafting, all that, he had pretty much severed his arm and his lower body. All he really had was his torso and his upper and just his head. That was all he had intact. That was his human form. So if you look at him, he's tiny, very minuscule. So that is incredibly interesting. And of course, Gossok isn't really a big fan of Godrick.
Feel my bloody wrath.
And he's stomping on his head here. He's definitely not happy with him. But if we talk to him, he's like, hey.
Hello. This weasel was... Godrick was always looking down on me. He got what he bloody deserved thanks to you. I tell you though, what goes around comes around.
What goes around comes
He
around.
had an ugly heart, an uglier countenance, and met the ugliest of ends, eh?
You hear that laugh? Go inside Stormveil Castle, get the rusty key. When those lights turn off, that's the same laugh you hear. So it's Gostock that actually traps you. I've tested that if you kill Gostock before you get the rusty key, there will be no laugh. Also, if you go around and go through the portcullis of the main gate and bypass the need for the rusty key, there will be no laugh. We just found that out in this stream. And so it's him that traps you. So pretty much he is supposed to have an additional quest line, but we haven't seen it yet. And of course, anyways, it doesn't much matter. We're going to go ahead and complete that. We've already bypassed this castle. We know exactly how to get to the Liurnia of the Lakes anyways. So what we're going to do is I'm going to show you guys how to get the actual key itself. So first things first, we're going to make it really quick. From the lake-facing cliffs, if you just go up through the lake itself here and head northwest, you're going to find a giant island that has a massive structure on it, and that's the Rey Lucaria Academy. Well, due west of that, there's going to be like like an island with like crag rocks, or I don't even know what they're called, but it's like sharp rocks that are sticking out everywhere. So anyways, we're going to go there. And for the, I guess from the traveling to the foot of the 4 belfries, like the foot of the 4 belfries side of Grace, we're just going to take a little shortcut because you could go through the lakes and all that, but I pretty much traversed that entire area earlier, showing you guys the map fragments and also how to get the different knots for your Wondrous Physic. But anyways, you see this, that is the Ray Lucari Academy. But if you see this structure here that's kind of like semi-Lion King versus like, I don't know. I think crags is like definitely a word for it. Crag something. I don't know. Anyways, what you want to do is you want to actually start at some point sneaking past this. If you're not strong enough, it's perfectly fine. I went ahead and killed the bastard, but you don't have to. You can do it however you want. But what we're going to do is we're going to show you how to get the Glintstone Academy key. We're just going to sneak right past this dragon here. And then while he's going to wake up anyways, you just grab this Glintstone Academy key, and now you can make it into the actual area itself. And just for giggles, let's see how close we can get to killing him. A bite, very nice. Oh, I didn't realize he had like crystals all over his face too. I forgot having seen him. But that's a boss we could definitely defeat. Probably what I'll do is, after I beat the game, go back through and any bosses that are kind of challenging, not all the field bosses, but most of the actual mini bosses I'll defeat so you guys can see. And I'll do as many as I can, maybe hitless as well. So anyways, look at our glistening bodies. So we are good to go, guys. I hope you had an excellent time watching. I tried to kill Mans, but Mans was just a little too strong. He bit me in the face, so... You want me to try and kill him? You said kill him. Okay, I'll try again. I'll try one more time. I'll try one more time. Why not? Mans did bite us, and I don't like that. I don't like that one bit. Let's go say hi to Crystal Dragon, whatever the hell his name is. Flying Dragon Smaragd, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. We'll punish him for biting us. We'll give it one more shot. As long as we don't die immediately, I'm cool with that. Alright. We'll sneak until he starts stirring in his sleep. And then we're going to pop this Wondrous Physic here. Alright, I'm done sneaking. Sneaking's for chumps. Tail swipe. I love it when you do that. Alright, we staggered the dragon. That's always fun. Let's go stab him in the face. Let's go ahead and get our FP back. Dodge. Bites. And then we're going to punish the face right here. Very good. Dodge. I think we got another stagger. Remind you, I mean, we're level 1, okay? So can't get the attacks, that's fine. We're gonna have to do it that way instead. That's unfortunate. He's gonna blow fire at us, that's no fun. Oh, you cheat bastard, okay. We're gonna use Torrent to get in a little bit closer. Dodge this sorcery if we can. Good job, Torrent. Keep spamming this attack here. Dodge the bite. See if we can punish the face. Get another eye critical right here, because why not? Dodge this right here. Bite. Oh my gosh, we almost had it. That was second attempt. We almost had it. I got a little greedy there, as I normally do. But that can definitely be done. And that was at level 1, so yes. I guess next stream what we'll do is we'll start off beating him. And look at Bobby Ross just floating across the screen. What are you doing? Oh my gosh. Anyways, that's awesome. I love that the emotes just kind of float across the screen like that. Anyways, I had an excellent time doing this stream and putting that together for you guys. Obviously, as you can see, this build is incredibly viable even at level 1. So we can do tons of damage, and that dragon can definitely be killed. And we'll do it hitless just to prove that it can be done. Pretty much, just so you know, as I mentioned earlier, most of this is going to have to be done hitless as it is. Because if we get hit once, we'll die, as you saw. So I think that is an excellent stopping point. I hope you guys enjoyed. We did actually go ahead and solidify our build again with the Uchigatana. We got the turtle shield because it's just fun to look at, and we won't really be using many incantations as well. But the key to our build, not even the Crimson Hood, but it's actually just the Uchigatana. We have the Warrior Jar Shard and the Radigan Sword Seal. Those are the key. And if you can have a Wondrous Physic that increases the strength and dexterity, then more power to you, because you will literally be doing more damage with the scaling. But anyways, you guys are so awesome. Thank you guys for watching, and tomorrow I'll be doing some more streaming, and I'll be actually posting my first lore video on my main channel, so be sure to check that out. I'm going to go ahead and put the command in there so you guys can start checking out my YouTube channel. That's definitely where my bread and butter is, and actually kind of my whole foundation of my content creation is actually there. Streaming is actually relatively new to me, so I'm just trying to build this up as well for you guys. But the YouTube part is definitely the biggest part of the equation, and then I'm trying to bring up the Twitch piece to kind of match that, so that we can have, you know, pretty much delivered content on all fronts. But anyways, you guys are awesome. Hope you have a great rest of your night and have a great weekend if you don't catch the streams tomorrow. But please try and do that if you can. I'll be streaming. I'll be posting on Twitter when I'll be streaming as well. So also just check your notifications, and when I go live, be sure to stop by and say hi. And until next time, it's the Inhuman one signing out. I'm going to leave you guys with some credits, okay? So bear with me just one moment. Alright, you guys take care. Bye-bye.